watching the Workhorse Productions and Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. I'm Scott Singer, bringing you all the play-by-play action tonight from Barron Stadium in Rome, as tonight it's Cartersville against Rome in what should be one of the biggest games in the area this evening, at least the biggest in Northwest Georgia. The Wolves come into this game riding a record of 2-0, and they have had a fantastic start. They opened their year with a 41-0 victory over Decatur, and as you remember, Decatur, a team that went to the Georgia Dome just a few years ago, and then they knocked off McNair down in DeKalb County last weekend, 47-14. Now, McNair in a rebuilding period this year after losing 20-plus seniors to graduation, but nonetheless, a very good win for the Wolves. For Cartersville, they come into this game behind a win over Woodland, 51-6, and then last weekend's tough loss against Buford, and a very, very good football team that came to Weinman Stadium, and the Hurricanes lost a heartbreaker 28-25 on a last-second field goal by the visiting Wolves. But tonight, you can throw out everything that's happened in the past, because tonight it's another version of a backyard brawl as Cartersville makes that trek up Highway 411 to meet up with the Rome Wolves here in their backyard at Barron Stadium. You can't find a better place to have high school football than Barron Stadium. A lot of people come out from the Rome area, a lot of people coming out from Cartersville. A great stadium here, a great venue to watch high school football, and we're going to see one fantastic ball game tonight at Barron Stadium. I'm Scott Singer. Joining me shortly will be Donald Rucker, but right now it's just me up here in the booth as we get ready to get underway here in game number 3 of the 2006 season. This is the final game, non-region contest for both of these schools, which means we are just about ready to see region football. But before the Hurricanes off week, this is their final non-region contest. And now joining me in the booth is Donald Rucker. Coach, obviously a big contest tonight.
Scott, this is going to be a big one tonight. Again, like last week with Buford, a lot of tradition on both sides. Of course, Rome looking for a little revenge after last week. Embarrassing loss for that program, so you know Rome is going to be prepared, and they're going to want to revenge that loss last year to Cartersville.
We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the kickoff here from Barron Stadium. Again, you're watching the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. And welcome back to Barron Stadium. You're watching the High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by Chuck Clancy Automotive. I'm Scott Singer, along with Donald Rucker up here in the booth as we get ready for game number 3 of the 2006 season. This is the last region contest, or non-region contest, for the Hurricanes before they enter region play next week. And, Coach, it should be one fantastic game.
It's got another non-region game, but they don't get any bigger than Buford and Rome. When you have a non-region schedule like that, you got to think that Cartersville is going to head into the region play really battle-tested and really ready to play. I mean, when you play games like this, you're able to see your strengths and your weaknesses and the things that you really need to work on. This is the type of team, not only, some of the better teams in our region, Carrollton and LaGrange, that you're going to see, but Scott, when it gets to the second, third round of playoffs, these are the type of teams you got to beat.
Exactly, and I think last week's game and this week's game coupled together, really, that gives you a real test and a real measuring stick for when you get to that point in the postseason.
Exactly. If you want to win a state championship, you got to beat the Bufords. You got to beat teams like the Romes. They're teams in AAA with just as much talent as 4A Rome has. So this is a good measuring stick for Cartersville, and a very good Rome football team, very similar to Cartersville, maybe a little more size, but the speed is there for the Rome Wolves.
Well, we are in for one fantastic contest tonight. The captains are meeting at the midfield stripe. If you're Cartersville, what do you want to do? You want that football again?
Well, Scott, each week we know that Cartersville, these first 2 weeks of the season, they have elected to take the football first, so it will be interesting to see what Coach Barton elects to do. You know about the Cartersville offense. I mean, it started out slow last week against Buford, but really turned it on the second half of that fourth quarter and started to put points on the board. So they feel confident with a senior-led quarterback that they can score points and they can put points on the board against anybody. The test is going to come tonight, Scott, for our defense.
And again, we're going to see another team with speed like we did a week ago, and again, another huge test for this Cartersville football team.
Yeah, and Rome with perhaps a little more overall team speed than you're going to see than Buford. Buford had speed in spots. You're going to see Rome on defense. They're going to have speed in 9 to 11 spots. So you're going to see a lot more speed overall. Tough to get big plays against the defense when you got great overall team speed like the Rome Wolves.
One thing they won't see as much of is such a big offensive line and an overpowering offensive line. But again, you're going to see a team very similar to Cartersville. A wing T set. They're going to come out a lot of speed on defense and a lot of speed at the corners.
And Scott, I think they're going to be a lot more wing T than what Cartersville is with those big linemen that Rome has. They'll stay in a more straight wing T set. Cartersville, of course, we've seen the past couple of weeks really in a lot of spread formation, not a lot of I formation, but a lot of spread, trying to get that defense spread out and looking for some big plays on the perimeter.
As the captains are meeting at midfield, you see Lyle Allen out there getting ready to call the coin toss. We'll let you know the outcome of that in just a second. But this is a game. This is a place where I consider Lyle Allen really grew up. 2 years ago, Lyle Allen came in here as a sophomore, first-year starting quarterback, and the Canes had not done that well in the first couple of games of the season. He comes out, and I think he really grew up, and that was one of the reasons I think that night, I think that was the first step in him leading this team to the Georgia Dome that year.
Scott, you're right, and you remember that first game against Northwest Whitfield. Cartersville was very limited on offense because of a young quarterback, but you're right, as the weeks moved on, I think it was game 3 or 4, maybe week 4 against Rome during his sophomore year. He really did. He grew up, and he had to. It's either grow up or, just get killed against that Rome team. And he grew up as a sophomore, and Cartersville went on to the Final Four and to the Dome, all because of the maturation of the quarterback.
Well, here come the Hurricanes through their traditional banner, and we're ready to get it underway from Barron's Stadium in Rome as the Hurricanes will occupy the visitors' sideline. The Rome Wolves coming through their band right now on the far side of the field, and we're just about ready to get it underway here. Game 3 of the 2006 season brought to you by Chuck Clancy Automotive, and we couldn't ask for a better night of football. The Hurricanes have lost the toss, and Rome will get the football to start this one. That means the Canes will get it to start the second half. And again, last week they wanted the football early like they did against Woodland. The first week of the season it really paid off for the Canes. Last week I think it put them in a hole a little bit early, so maybe a good thing to not get the ball first.
Yeah, get a defense a chance to go ahead and face this Rome offense and get a stop here and get the offense out on the field. Scott, some people may not remember, particularly some of these kids, but there are a lot of adults here that still remember the rivalries, the East Rome and the West Rome. Those were incredible rivalries with Cartersville during that time, and those teams were in the region. Of course, Rome now combining those two schools to make one school system, but just some incredible football teams over the years with East and West Rome. A lot of kids went on from those teams, not only into college and played Division I football. A lot of those kids played pro football.
And I've heard the stories about them. I never really got to witness that. That was before my time here in Cartersville. But again, it used to be like East Rome, West Rome. One of them was playing for a state championship every single year. You actually would have thought when they combined the two high schools, it would have made just one dominating school, and no state championship since then.
And Scott, I'm looking at the Rome team over the last 4 years. There's a lot of talent on these teams each year. But I can tell you back then, East Rome and West Rome independently had more talent than these teams have. That's how much talent. I can remember one year when we played East Rome in the North Georgia Championship, and I was at Commerce High School, and East Rome, the entire backfield signed with Georgia, quarterback, fullback, and tailback.
Well, the Hurricane faithful are on their feet. Trent Dittmer will lay it down at the 40-yard line as we get ready to get this one underway. Back deep to receive, deep for the Wolves is number 24, Reggie Watley, but he won't get it. They'll fair catch it at the 14-yard line. The fair catch that time made by Travis Robinson, and that's where the Wolves will start at their own 14-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that before in the kickoff. Travis didn't realize where he was on that play, and fair caught the kickoff from the 14-yard line. Had room to run the ball. Normally, you may fair catch that ball from the 25 and in when it's a short, high kick. But that ball was kicked, as you stated, Scott, to the 14. They're going to place it on 15, but Travis Robinson had room to run that football. But Cartersville gets a break here on this opening kickoff.
Well, the Wolves will bring it up to the line. They will work with one back in the backfield. They'll bring a wing T set. Watley split to the right side of the formation, and this time they hand off around the right hand looking for Robinson, who'll look for the corner. He's across the 20 out to the 24-yard line, and it's a pickup of 10 on first down for the Wolves, and they'll be very near the first down marker. We'll see where they spot it.
And that was just a buck sweep. You had the wing back going in motion from left to right. Basic play, basic wing T play to start the game. Cartersville had an opportunity to make the tackle. Just couldn't quite get the linebackers out there quick enough to make the play, and Robinson picked up 9 yards. I think he got 9 on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 1 for a first down.
2nd and 1 the call as the Wolves will bring it up to the line. The Hurricanes will stack the line defensively. Again, they will work out of the wing T, and this time they hand off to the fullback right up the middle, who pushes his way to the 25-yard line. He'll be very near the first down marker. The ball carrier that time, Jamar Watley, the fullback. Actually, the carrier that time, number 36, P.J. Green.
That time they ran the belly play to the tight end side, which is a complement play to the, as you can see on the replay, to the buck sweep, where they run it outside, tried to come back underneath, and the fullback was able to pick up the first down.
That replay brought to you by United Community Bank. Working out of the wing T this time, Thacker goes under center, and he hands off around the left end, and running the football that time was Jamar Watley, and he's stacked up in the backfield. A loss of a couple on the play will bring up 2nd and 13 now.
And there's 45, Leon Payne, along with number 48, Luke Pye, making the play as they come with the buck sweep on that play. First one to the ball right there, Leon Payne. Against the wing T offense, your linebackers have got to play well. John Jansen and Leon Payne really have to play well. They're going to be the ones that are going to be on block and have to do a lot of running from sideline to sideline.
Again, Thacker goes under center. This time he drops back to pass under pressure, throws to the flat, has a receiver, but it's incomplete. That time, right through the hands of number 1, Terrell Burley.
Scott, I was really impressed last football season watching Thacker throw the football. Came in second half and really threw the ball well. That time, Thacker threw a perfect strike, but the wideout, I think it was Terrell. If you can see those numbers, Scott, you're a lot better than I am on that program. It's Terrell Berkeley just dropped the ball here in the footsteps. Leon Payne making a lick on Thacker right before he got rid of it.
It'll be 3rd and 13 now for the Wolves as Thacker goes under center. This time he's going to send Robinson in motion, drops back to pass, throws to the flat, has a receiver, and he's got all kinds of room to run. He's across the 30, the 35, and out to the 39-yard line. That time P.J. Green with the reception, and a nice pickup that time for the Wolves, 18 yards on the pitch and catch.
And that was just a great call by the coach of Rome. They run a screen play. As you can see, they let Cartersville run. This is a situation where they're going to bring the blitz and get pressure on the quarterback. They let the blitz come, and they drop it off to the fullback, Green. Green had nothing but daylight down the right sideline, picking up 19 yards and a Rome first down.
6th play of the drive coming up here for the Wolves. They'll go under center, and this time they hand off right up the middle, and again, P.J. Green pushing his way across the 45 out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 7 on first down, and the Wolves will face 2nd and short.
Yeah, in the wing T, you got the buck sweep, which goes wide. You got your belly. It goes in between the tackles. And here was the next play that complements the buck sweep. That was a fullback trap where it looks like it may be a sweep, and they hand it off underneath to the fullback. So Rome really just staying with their basic wing T package here, mixing it up on this opening drive.
There you see the Wolves offense breaking the huddle, and there you get a look at head coach Sid Fritz in his 2nd year here guiding the Wolves. This time again they'll come out of the wing T just across the 45-yard line at the 46, and this time the quarterback will keep it, and he meets a wall of white jerseys in the backfield. He'll lose 2 or 3 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and about 6.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Thacker missed a handoff or that really was a play for the quarterback to keep it, but number 1, Aki, as you can see on the play, making the tackle along with number 44 for Cartersville.
Zori Murphy. John Jansen
also in the tackle making the play. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 6 for Rome first down.
Big play coming up here. Will the Wolves put it in the air? They bring it up to the line. They're going to work out of the wing T. The fullback, again, P.J. Green. Keep your eyes on him. We got one wide receiver split wide to the left side of the formation. They'll look for him across the middle, and it's caught up near the midfield stripe, and he'll be into Cartersville territory at the 49, and it'll be a first down for the Wolves.
Yeah, and what Thacker is doing, what the Rome coaching staff is doing, they're seeing that Cartersville's got 8 guys up on the ball right there at the initial point of contact, and the middle of the field's wide open. Thacker throwing a slant right there to the wideout, and that is open. Good hit on that play. But number 8 for Cartersville, that was Tyler Blackwell making the tackle.
Colin Copeland, the receiver on that play. And The Wolves get their third first down of the drive, 1st and 10 from the Canes 48. This time they'll give it around Robinson around the right end. He's looking for the corner, and he's going to be wrestled down at the Hurricane 44-yard line. A gain of 5 on second down. On first down, brings up second and a long 5.
And that was not the buck sweep. That was a speed sweep with number 4, Robinson, just taking off in fast motion, trying to get on the corner before Cartersville could adjust. And Blackwell again coming up from the secondary spot, making the tackle for Cartersville. 2nd down and 5 with 7:40 to go here in this drive. And Rome with a nice-looking drive here in this opening series.
No score on the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. Again, out of the wing tee. The Wolves will bring it up to the line, and this time they hand off right up the middle to the fullback, Green, who pushes his way across the 45 down to the 41-yard line. A gain of about 4 on second down, brings up 3rd and short.
Yeah, again, this time they're running fullback trap. Luke Potter, first one to make the tackle, and John Jansen with the assist. But big 3rd down right here for Cartersville. Rome at the Cartersville 47-yard line. 3rd down and 3 for Rome first down.
3rd and 3. They'll work from, it's actually the 42-yard line.
42,
where the Wolves will bring it up to the line. They're going to work out of the wing tee. This time they split Colin Copeland wide to the left side of the formation. Thacker goes under center. This time hands off around the left end, looking for the corner and pushing his way forward near the first down marker that time is Watley. And Jamar Watley gets up very near the first down marker. We'll see where the spot is, and they may bring the sticks at. No, they're not. They're going to go ahead and give him the first down.
Number 45 on the tackle. As you can see, Watley really making some nice cuts right here. Jansen along with Leon Payne. Tyler Blackwell making the tackle, but not before Watley picks up a first down. Good looking run. You see Watley making cuts and getting the first down.
So again, Thacker goes under center. This time he's going to send it back in motion. It's Watley, and he hands off to Green up the middle, who's loose around the right end. Green across the 20, at the 15, the 10, the 5, and he's going to fall into the end zone for 6. That time, a 37-yard touchdown run for P.J. Green, and just like that, the Wolves are on the scoreboard first.
Yeah, nothing fancy about that play. They're still in the wing T set, except they took the wing back, put him out wider, ran the belly with the fullback, and that time Green showing some surprising speed for his size. You can see about 5'9". Looks like he may go at about 215, but showing some surprising speed to get into the end zone.
So the swinging gate style extra point setup will come in. David Guilford in to kick this one away. Will line up for the extra point at the 6:15 mark here in the opening quarter. The Wolves get set, the snap is down, the kick is up and on the way, and it's good. Rome leads it 7-0 with 6:15 to go here in quarter number 1. We'll take a quick break and come back. The Hurricanes will get their first crack at it offensively. You're watching the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. And welcome back to Barron Stadium. You're watching the High School Football Game of the Week. I'm Scott Singer along with Donald Rucker as you get a good look at head coach Frank Barton right there as he walks the sidelines. His team down 7-0 here, 6:15 to go here in the opening quarter. And again, a very impressive drive for Rome on their opening possession.
Yeah, and this is not a new offense. This is an offense that Cartersville is quite familiar with, but Cartersville will have to make some adjustments against the wing T. Rome really just having success running anything you wanted to run on the ground that first drive. So Cartersville will make some adjustments here on this next drive.
So the Hurricanes get their first crack at it offensively. Back deep to receive for the Hurricanes. In the middle is Donovan Tate. To his left is Jeremy Tremble. And the ball is in the air, and it is a deep floating kick into the end zone, and that's where it will stay. In high school football, you cannot bring a ball out of the end zone, so the Hurricanes will start on their own 20-yard line.
Great kick that time by the kicker for Rome. Gifford on that play. That ball traveled almost 65, 68 yards in the air. Nice leg by that young man, the senior for Rome. And Cartersville will start 1st and 10, and what you really want to do, you want to come back now and answer the call. Rome has just put 7 on the board, so this Cartersville offense has got to come out swinging. Let's answer the call.
There is head coach Frank Barton in his 11th season with the Purple Hurricanes. And the Canes will bring it up to the line. They will work with trips to the right side of the formation. Tate, Baker, and Tremble One back in the backfield for the Canes is Alexander, and they'll drop back under play action. Allen throws it over the middle of the field, has a receiver, and it's intercepted up at the 45-yard line. And coming back the other way now for the Wolves is Terrell Burley, and he'll be deep in Cartersville territory down to the Hurricane 24-yard line. And a tough ball that time. The receiver fell down in the open field, and it was just an easy pick there for Burley coming back the other way.
Yeah, Tate was really well covered on that play also. You saw Lyle Allen hesitate, kind of pump, hesitate. Normally that's not a good sign. Probably should not have thrown that football. Tate was really covered well, and Rome will start in Cartersville territory here with a short field at the Cartersville 24-yard line with 6:02 left in the first quarter. Rome 7, Cartersville 0.
Well, Rome will bring it up to the line, working from the Hurricane 24-yard line. The Wolves will come under center, out of the wing tee. And this time they're going to hand off to Watley around the left end, and he's going to be hit and dropped in the backfield. A loss on the play that time, and the Hurricanes stack him up nicely defensively.
Yeah, and there's Leon Payne. Leon Payne's been very active tonight on defense. Did a good job of making that play behind the line, along with number 86 getting his first start tonight for Cartersville. Cody Cupp playing the cornerback, and Cody doing a great job, being aggressive out there on defense. And that's why Cody's out there. He's not afraid to hit.
The loss of 4 for Watley gives him -3 yards on the night. And again, they'll work out of the wing tee. Again, Thacker goes under center. And this time he's going to hand off to Robinson on the reverse up the middle. And he'll get across the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The ball is loose, and the Hurricanes will pick it up deep in their own territory. And a great break for the purple and gold. Coming away with the loose ball that time was Tyler Blackwell. And the Hurricanes come away with a great break defensively at the 5:15 mark.
Scott, I tell you, he didn't make the tackle. Number 7, Byron Hall, but what he did a great job of was making sure that he kept his leverage. As you see on the handoff trap inside, nothing but, green grass. But watch number 7, Byron Hall. Does not quit on the play, does not let Watley get to the outside. And here comes number 23, Ty Davis, making a great lick on the play. Watley actually hit his own man and caused that ball to come out.
And a great heads-up play that time for the Cartersville defense, and now they'll start with their second possession of the night. This time they'll work deep in their own territory, their own 4-yard line, but hey, it's better than Rome having it in that same spot.
Exactly.
So 5:15 to go here in quarter number 1, and the Hurricanes will get another crack at it offensively. Allen under center, 3 wide receivers, and this time he hands off up the middle. They push across the 7 out to about the 8-yard line, a gain of 4 for Brian Long on the carry.
Yeah, Cartersville trying to punch out a first down coming out of their own end zone. Nice job of running the football, good blocking on that right side of the offensive line. Cartersville picked up 4 yards on that play. And there's no, I was going to say there's no spread formation right here, but they still have 2 wide outs and the tight end. So look for Brian Long to carry it again right here.
Lyle Allen changing the play at the line as the Hurricanes will bring it up again. This time, Allen drops back to pass, throws it over the middle to Clyburn. He's across the 19 out to about the 20-yard line. A nice pickup that time for the purple and gold. A gain of 11 on the pitch and catch, and the Hurricanes will move the sticks.
Yeah, nice catch by R.B. Clyburn. As you can see, the check coming in from the sideline. Clyburn catching that ball, knowing that he was going to get hit on that play. Tackle made by number 22, Colin Copeland for Rome. Good job of catching the football. A 25, R.B. Clyburn.
Third play of the drive coming up for the Canes. 4:24 to play here in the opening quarter. Cartersville brings it up to the line. They're going to go 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left side of the formation, and they hand off to Long, who gets hit right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that time Brian Long really never had a chance on that play. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage by Copeland on that play. And I thought he might have lost a couple, but looked like they're going to spot it about a half yard behind the original line of scrimmage. So 2nd down and long 10 for a Cartersville first down.
Well, the Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. They're going to go 2 wide receivers to the right side of the formation. That's Trimble and Baker. R.B. Clyburn split wide to the top of your screen on the left side. 2 backs in the backfield. That's Tate and Alexander, and the Hurricanes will come out of the shotgun. Allen drops back to pass under some pressure. Now he turns it upfield. He'll tuck it and run. Allen across the 25, the 30, and he pushes his way for a Hurricane first down out to the 35-yard line. A gain of 16 on 2nd down, and the Hurricanes will move the sticks.
Yeah, something we've grown accustomed to seeing Lyle Allen do as the pressure came in a hurry for Lyle. Thought he was going to step up and still look for a wide out, but you can see he's got it tucked. Good job of running football and picking his way. Nice job, Lyle Allen. Good decision.
Lowers the head and lowers the boom. The Hurricanes will move the sticks.
Nothing wrong with sliding like in baseball.
You're watching the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. The Hurricanes bring it up to the line. R.B. Clyburn split wide to the bottom of your screen. Twins to the left side. They're going to send Baker in motion. Out of the shotgun comes Allen, and now we've got a penalty flag.
Now I know we had movement on the defensive side of the football, so hopefully that'll go against Rome, and it was. That'd be offside against Rome.
So the Hurricanes will now face 1st and 5 from their own 39-yard line. 3:06 to play here in the opening quarter, and the Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. This time they're going to split Tremble, Baker, and Tate wide to the left side of the formation. Clyburn to the right. One back in the backfield is Alexander, and again Allen will come out of the shotgun. This time he hands off right up the middle to Alexander, who pushes his way inside and gets loose to the corner and is going to be brought down after a short gain. Play took a long time, but went very little north-south on it.
Morgan Alexander fighting hard on that run, trying to make something happen. Picked up 2 yards on the play, but could not turn the corner on that play. I know what Cartersville's thinking. They're looking at the Rome defense. They've got a 3-3, 3-5 look, so you're thinking we're going to be able to run the football, but Rome really with only 3 defensive linemen and trying to cover the pass tonight against Cartersville.
Well, the Canes will bring it up to the line. Allen again will come out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, and this time they're going to send Baker in motion again as Allen drops back to pass, throws it over the middle, has Timmy Baker in first down territory across the Rome 45 out to the 47-yard line. A pickup of 5 on the pitch and catch, and the Hurricanes will move the sticks.
Copeland, again, number 22, making the tackle on Baker, but that was a nice throw and nice catch because that's a tough catch going across the middle like Timmy Baker did, knowing you're going to get hit. Timmy Baker, Scott, I said week in and week out, got perhaps the best hands on the football team. As you can see him catching it in traffic, absorbing the hit and getting right back up. Nice catch, Timmy Baker.
Well, the Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. Again, out of the shotgun comes Allen. 4 wide receivers. He drops back to pass. Now he's going to turn it upfield and run. Allen's across the midfield stripe, still on his feet at the 45, looking for the corner. He's at the 40, the 35, and he gets knocked out of bounds at the Rome 34-yard line, and the Hurricanes will move the sticks again.
Lyle Allen, and Scott, you saw the pressure coming early, but what I like on the end of that run, I saw the hesitation move where he pulled up and made it look as if he was going to cut back, picked up an additional 5 yards. Feels the pressure coming early. Watch this hesitation move on the sideline right here. Bam, right there, kind of hesitated a little, froze the defensive back, picked up another 5 yards. Good job running football by the quarterback, Lyle Allen.
Hurricanes bring it up to the line quickly. 2:04 to play here in the opening quarter. They give it to Alexander up the middle, who pushes his way across the 30 down to the Rome 25-yard line. And the Hurricanes very near a first down again, picking up almost 10 yards on first down.
And now the Cartersville offense has Rome a little off balance. They're really not sure what's coming. Is it pass? Is it run? Their linebackers are so deep when the pressure does come, with only 3 guys rushing. When Lyle Allen breaks that initial line of scrimmage, there's really nobody there.
Well, the Hurricanes will again come out of the shotgun. Twins to the left side of the formation, 2 backs in the backfield. That's Tate and Alexander. R.B. Clyburn split wide to the right side of the formation. Keep your eyes on him. He's got a good mismatch there. And this time Allen will run the ball up the middle. He's across the 25, and he'll stay right there. Very near the first down. It was actually 2nd and short. And now we got a late penalty flag coming out. Let's see what the call is. Looks like it's going to be against the Wolves, the way the Hurricanes are celebrating. It looks like it'll be a personal foul.
Yeah, and that play didn't fool the outside linebackers. You see on the replay from Rome that play, making the tackle. Trying to fake inside to Alexander. I thought Alexander had a little running room inside, but that play did not fool the Rome defense. But again, Cartersville gets a break because of the Rome mistake. They're going to get a first down right here.
That'll be 15 against the Wolves, and it'll push the Hurricanes down to the Rome. Looks like it'll be half the distance to the goal, so it'll push them to the Rome 13-yard line.
Looks like I think it's going to be the third. I think it's closer to the 12 right here, Scott.
So the Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. 1st and 10 the call, a minute to play, and this time the Hurricanes will give it to Alexander, who's caught in the backfield and wrestled down. A loss on the play of several yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd and long.
Yeah, there had to be a missed blocking assignment that time on that play because Helton was just sitting there at his right defensive end position waiting for Morgan Alexander. Had a really easy tackle to make on Alexander on that play. Cartersville loses 5 yards on that play. It's 2nd down and 15 for Cartersville 1st down, and they can pick up a 1st down at the 2-yard line of Rome.
So minus 6 yards on the carry for Alexander. Gives him 6 for the night on 3 carries. The Hurricanes will again come out of the shotgun. They're going to send Baker in motion, and this time Allen drops back under some pressure now, steps inside, and he's going to be wrestled down at the 25-yard line. And the Hurricanes moving in the wrong direction here after getting down to the 12.
Scott and Cartersville really got to do a better job, particularly the backs, picking up blocks and doing a better job of giving Allen time to throw the football. He has had very little time, as you can see him being wrestled down here by the linebacker. Very little time to throw the football, and you don't want your quarterback taking shots like that.
And that will do it for the first quarter of play on the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. We'll take a quick break and come back. You're watching the High School Football Game of the Week. We'll be back in just a second. And welcome back as we get ready for quarter number 2, and the Hurricanes moving in the wrong direction. It's now 3rd and 25. They'll work from the Wolf 27-yard line, and the Hurricanes obviously going to throw the ball here as they come out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers. Wolves get back in what looks to be a nickel package, and the Hurricanes will drop back. They throw to the flat underneath is Clyburn. He's going to step inside at the 20, the 15, the 10, and he's wrestled down at the 9-yard line, and it'll be 4th down for the purple and gold, but they're definitely in field goal range now.
Yeah, 47, a linebacker, got a hand on it. We don't have his number listed, but Clyburn, I thought he was going to get the 1st down, but this, you can see on the replay, the linebacker was just lying on the ground down there, got a hand up, was able to trip Clyburn up, as you see right there in the screen, barely getting a hand on Clyburn. He was very close to picking up the 1st down. Cartersville will try it out. Trent Dittmer to attempt field goal from, looks like from the 15, 16, 17-yard line, so it'd be from 27 yards out.
So Dittmer comes in. The snap is down, the kick is up and on the way, and
you got to throw a flag.
Splits the uprights from 27 yards away, and the Hurricanes are on the scoreboard. It's 7-3 with 11:10 to play here in the opening half. You're watching the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week.
Are you looking for a car? Are you looking for a ride? Major Motors is the place to buy. So come on in, we'll make a deal today.
Major Motors, 305 South Tennessee Street, Cartersville.
And welcome back. You're watching the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. The Hurricanes have pulled within 4 points now with 11:10 to play here in the opening half, and the Wolves are going to get the football.
And that's a pretty quick first quarter, 2 drives really. Rome with a long drive to start the football game. Cartersville comes back with a long drive. Rome had a drive of 2 plays and fumble. Cartersville had a 1-play drive with a turnover. So really 2 big drives that first quarter.
So Trent Dittmer comes in to kick this one away. He is perfect on the season for field goals. That one is a high end-over-end floater. It'll be fielded at the 9-yard line, and here come the Wolves back the other way. Ball in the hands across the 23-yard line. That time for Jamalcolm Griffin. And Rome will take over at their own, they'll spot it at the 23-yard line.
And you like to see that on special teams. Nice high kick. Cartersville got great coverage, and 9, Bobby Snyder making a great open field tackle on that play. Rome will start 1st and 10 at the Rome 24-yard line. 11:03 to go in the second quarter. Rome 7, Cartersville 3.
Watley in at the wing as Thacker will go under center. P.J. Green, the fullback, and Robinson in at the A-back. This time they're going to hand off under play action underneath, actually, to P.J. Green. and he'll gain a couple on first down as he bulls his way through for about 4. It'll bring up 2nd and 6.
Green, a sophomore running back, running the fullback trap on that play. Good-looking running back for Rome. And, Scott, you can tell early here in his football game, this Rome team is a far better coached team than they were at this time last year when we played them in Cartersville.
Oh, definitely. Split out wide to the right side of the formation is David Guilford. And this time they're going to drop back and they hand off to Robinson up the middle, who's going to get hit right at the line of scrimmage and maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage. No gain on the carry. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Host of Hurricanes in on that play along with Luke Pine and Payne and also Cody Cup on that play. As you can see, this was the one that Robinson broke and made a big play on. This time Cartersville not fooled. Good job by John Jansen on that play, keeping leverage, not letting that play bounce to the outside.
9:57 to play here in the opening half. The Wolves will bring it up to the line out of the wing tee. This time Thacker keeps it himself, rolling out under some pressure. Here come the Canes, and they're going to drop him back at the 18-yard line. Big play defensively for the purple and gold. A loss of 8 on the play, and the Wolves are going to be forced to punt.
Tough to run the waggle pass when that quarterback boots out and you got pressure coming. As you saw 11, John Jansen coming in, getting a sack along with Cup, and then here comes help from the inside. You got number 35 from Cartersville, and that's Trey Ball making the tackle.
So Corey Thacker in to punt this one away. He'll be standing at his own 5. Gets rid of it. It is an end-over-end kick fielded by Tate at the midfield stripe, and he stays on his feet down to the Rome 41-yard line is where they will give him forward progress, and that's where the Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, nice job, first of all, by 32 Donovan Tate just to field the football. Cartersville did not have the return on, so he fielded the football, picked up 7 to 8 yards, crossed the 50-yard line. Cartersville will start in great field position at the Rome 41-yard line. 1st and 10 Cartersville, and the defense made some adjustments on that drive, that next second drive here that Rome had here in the second quarter. Rome getting very little on offense.
So the Hurricanes bring it up to the line. This time they're going to bunch the wide receivers tight to the left side of the formation. Clyburn split wide to the right. 2 backs in the backfield. And they pitch it out to Alexander, who's looking for the corner. He's across the 40 down to the 37-yard line. A gain of 4 on first down. Brings up 2nd and 6.
Cartersville just bunching about 3 receivers to the left side in tight, trying to pin Rome to the inside and just tossing the sweep to the left side to Morgan Alexander. Morgan picks up 5 yards on that play. That's a good-looking first down play. As you can see, the 3 receivers bunched to the bottom of the field with 32 Donovan Tate leading the traffic for 17. Morgan Alexander picking up 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 now for Cartersville first down at the Rome 38-yard line.
So the Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. Again, they work from the 37-yard line. 2nd and 6 the call as they send Tate in motion, and this time Allen drops back under play action, running for his life. He'll turn back, throws it downfield, has a receiver in the end zone, and wide open is Tremble for 6. The Hurricanes connect from 37 yards away. A beautiful strike from Lyle Allen right across the middle to Tremble, and the Hurricanes have the lead.
And you got to give Lyle Allen all the credit in the world, because once again, he had very little or no time, as you can see on the replay, to get rid of that football. He had number 59 from Rome, Michael Long, just chasing him all in the offensive backfield. Good play, good fake by Allen. Lost the camera. Well, boy, our cameras are really lost on that play. But as it stands, it's still a touchdown.
The 8:13 mark. They'll come in to attempt the extra point. It's good. Trent Dittmer knocks it through the uprights, and it's good. And the Hurricanes now lead it 10-7. We'll take a quick break and come back. You're watching the high school football game of the week, brought to you by Chuck Clancy Automotive. And welcome back. You're watching the high school football game of the week, and what a play we just saw. A 37-yard strike from Lyle Allen to Jeremy Tremble as he got a receiver's just stuck behind the back of the defense. And again, you got to put all the credit in the world on Allen that time. Great catch by Tremble as well, but Allen fighting for everything, almost got sacked in the backfield and then fires one down the middle of the field for a strike. And just like that, the Hurricanes have their first lead of the game. And so after a slow start, things looking good.
There was a penalty on that extra point, and Coach Barton has his hands in the air. Cartersville was assuming it was going to be marked off on the kickoff, and nothing has happened. But there was a flag on that play, so Cartersville was thinking they'd be kicking off from, about the 45-yard line of Rome.
I think Trent Dittmer declined the penalty, not knowing. I think that was kind of a. I assume you can get the penalty, can't you?
But see, I thought you could get the point and the penalty. I've seen that happen before, but I don't know if it's a different ruling or misunderstanding. But Cartersville will be kicking off from the 40. But that's 2 times in a row Dittmer has been hit on the field goal and the extra point.
And both should have been called. So Dittmer takes this one deep, end over end. That one will be into the end zone, so it really will not matter. And so Dittmer, it doesn't make a difference if he kicks it from the 45 of Rome or the 40 of Cartersville. He puts it into the end zone for the touchback, and that's where the Wolves will start 1st and 10.
And 2 pretty good kickers in this game on both sides. The senior Trent Dittmer for Cartersville, and also Rome with a great kicker. Guilford also doing a good job, but 2 strong kickers in this game.
So at the 8:13 mark here in the first half, Rome will bring it up to the line. They will work 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Cartersville leading it 10-7 on the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. Thacker will go under center out of the wing tee. He's going to send a back in motion. They give it to him around the left end, looking for the corner, and wrestled down just across the 20. At the 22, the ball is loose, but they're going to whistle him down. The ball carrier that time was Jamar Watley.
And that time, number 7 for Cartersville at the right cornerback spot, Byron Hall making the tackle. Stated earlier, Scott, before this game started, you got to have your linebackers really play well against a wing T football team. And so far in this football game, Leon Payne and John Jansen doing a good job of being in position and making tackles. And that's the way it has to be all night long. They've got to make plays.
7:41 to play here in the first half, and Thacker will go under center. This time he's going to send Watley in motion, and they give it to him around the left end. He's looking for the corner and gets outside and pushes his way near the 30-yard line. He will be short of the first down, and it'll bring up 3rd and short, and a big play coming up for both sides of the football.
Yeah, Watley able to get to the corner. Not sure where the cornerback for Cartersville was on that play, but kind of hesitated, was able to pick up yardage. Good job by John Jansen to prevent a big play, but Cartersville really didn't have a lot of run support on that left side on that play. The middle of the field again is wide open, and Rome has had success in the passing game, so this is where quarterback has looked for the slant in situations like this.
Well, the Wolves will bring it up to the line. Thacker goes under center. Watley to the right side of the formation, and this time they hand off up the middle, and this time running the football is P.J. Green. He'll have 2 on the carry, and it'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, he was tackled right in the hole by the linebacker, John Jansen. Staying at home, not fool on that play. As you saw Rome go fast motion, trying to give a speed sweep look on this play, but they gave it underneath to the fullback. And John Jansen, number 11 for Cartersville, making the tackle right there in the hole. 2nd down and 8 for Rome, 1st down.
Reggie Watley checking out of the game. Again, P.J. Green in at fullback. Jamar Watley to the right side of the formation. Robinson to the left. They drop back, throwing over the middle, and the ball is picked off. Coming back the other way come the Canes. Byron Hall going to the corner. He's outside at the 20 and wrestled out of bounds. Down at the Rome 13-yard line, and the Hurricanes are knocking on the door.
Scott, I said that was the pass that Rome has had success with, throwing the slant route. But that time the Cartersville linebackers were backed off a little bit and got into the throwing lane. Thacker, the quarterback for Rome, threw that pass high, and that's why, Scott, I tell you, I hate the slant unless you complete it. Good job by Leon Payne and John Jansen getting their hands up on that play. That ball was thrown right to Byron Hall, but it was because of those hands. You had Payne and Jansen getting in the throwing lane, and Byron Hall almost took that pass to the house. Cartersville 1st and 10 at the Rome 15-yard line.
They marked him out of bounds at the 15, and the Hurricanes coming out of the shotgun comes Lyle Allen. Long snap count, and now Allen hands off to Alexander around the left end. He catches a great block, reverses his field, now has to catch another block, does it, looks downfield and gets tripped up back at the 21-yard line, a loss of 6 on the play.
And Scott, on any other team, Morgan Alexander may be standing in the end zone doing a dance right now. A lot of speed on that side of the football with Rome. Tough to reverse your field and run east to west, even with the speed of Morgan Alexander. Very disciplined Rome football team. They had guys that stayed at home. Good job by the quarterback, Burley, on that play. Just the cornerback standing at home making a play on the right side against Alexander. He'll lose 6 yards on that play.
So the Hurricanes will get the call from the sidelines. Allen changing it at the line. The no-huddle set for the Canes, a very interesting wrinkle this year. They can move down the field quickly, probably the fastest strike offense I've seen here in 11 years. Allen drops back to pass, has time, throws over the middle of the field, and the ball is incomplete. That time almost intercepted. Great play defensively by Van Calhoun.
Yeah, Calhoun got that hand up and knocked the pass down. Otherwise, number 2, Jeremy Trimble, was going to catch that football, but that's a great play. Look at the long arms getting up and knocking that ball down, but that was a nice pass by Allen. Just couldn't get it over the outstretched hands of Van Calhoun.
So the Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. This time they're going to run 4 wide receivers. One back in the backfield for protection is Donovan Tate. Tim Baker and Tremble split wide to the left side of the formation. They throw it down over the top. Tremble comes back to the football, touchdown. And the Hurricanes stick it in for 6. A 20-yard strike from Lyle Allen to Jeremy Tremble, and the Hurricanes have tacked 6 on the board.
I don't know about Brady Quinn, but I'm about to give Lyle Allen a Heisman. That was an incredible throw by 14. Lyle Allen sticking in the corner route right there to Jeremy Trimble. Wow, what a throw by Allen on that play. 3rd down and 16, and he sticks a corner route.
So Trent Dittmer comes in to attempt the extra point. Dittmer. Snap is down, the kick is up, and again running right into the kicker every single time. You got to look at an ejection at this point, because that is 3 blatant hits on the kicker, 3 personal fouls that should have been called, 2 have been called, and Coach Barden is furious. You're going to break a kid's leg.
That's terrible. You can see on the replay, and this is the 3rd time he's coming right at the leg of Dittmer. You got to protect the kicker. You can't let that happen.
Try is good. It's number 20. That's now they got a delay on the field. That's the 3rd time he's come through. He's been warned once officially. Should have been warned twice.
Scott, I think on the last time Cartersville declined, I think you get the points, you take the penalty. Scott, and they're giving the penalty, but evidently rules have changed or something in high school. But you got to protect the kicker. You've got to give the points. If that's the ruling, that rule needs to change. Otherwise, you can just run in and kill a kicker each Friday night.
It is 16-7 right now. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And the Canes now lead at 17-7. And we will take a quick break and come back with the kickoff and try to figure out what just happened right there. You're watching the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. We'll be right back after this. And welcome back to Barron Stadium. Inside 5 minutes to play here in the first half. The Hurricanes with a 17-7 lead. And, Coach, there's got to be a rule change in the GHSA. That is ridiculous.
Scott, I mean,
if that's the only penalty for roughing a kicker, why would you not come out every time?
You could just go out on the field goal and try to block it if they were trying to win the game. If you miss it, so what? Hit his leg. You'll get penalized and try again.
Dittmer on the kickoff, and this time he sends a deep end-over-end kick. It'll be fielded on the run at the 9. Here comes Rome back the other way. Ball in the hands of Watley. This time Reggie Watley, and he'll carry it across the 25 out to the 27-yard line, and that's where the Wolves will take over 1st and 10.
And again, a much improved Cartersville kick team this year. 48, Luke Pye making the tackle on the kickoff, but I like the job that Cartersville's doing on kick coverage. In the past, you know, Cartersville may score, and that kickoff comes all the way back to the 40 to 45-yard line, but great job of kick coverage by the Cartersville kick team tonight.
But without that penalty, I mean, that ball easily goes in the end zone. With the penalty, you give Rome 7 yards on a personal foul that they committed. That's a very poor rule in the GHSA. If it's and it may be a rule. It may, you know, I don't want to criticize this referee unit, but
it needs to be changed.
It needs to be
if
changed.
That's a rule, that's something that needs to be changed.
Yeah.
You've got to protect the kicker.
In college, you take it on the the kickoff. Here comes Robinson around the right end. He's across the 30 out to the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 on first down, brings up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Jansen coming up, but Coach Chester telling him, you did a good job taking on that block. We want you to rip through it, try to make the tackle. Cartersville still needs to get a little extra support coming from the outside on that play, helping Jansen on the outside. But as we stated earlier, this Rome team very much improved and a lot better coach than they were last year.
Rome brings it up to the line, out of the wing tee, one wide receiver split wide, and they give it off to Watley around the left end, who pushes his way across the 35 out to the 36-yard line, very near a Rome first down. We'll see where the spot is.
Yeah, Cody Cup, 86, making the tackle, had Watley very near the line of scrimmage, but again, not a whole lot of support coming from inside out on that play. It'll be 3rd down and 1, and sometimes this is tough for wing team offense, Scott, when they're running a lot east-west. They don't have a whole lot of power, so it'll be interesting to see what Rome will run here on this play.
Big play here. It looks like, I would assume they would run P.J. Green right up the middle on the belly, and that's what they do. They give it right to him, and he pushes his way for the first down. Gains about 3, pushing it out to the 39-yard line, and that will be enough for a Wolf first down.
And really, that's about the only short yardage play that you have in the wing T offense is the belly. You don't really have a lot of north-south plays. You're not going to run a fullback trap, so the belly is all you have. So you just sit on that belly and you go make the play.
Rome brings it up to the line. They will work from just inside their own 39-yard line. Again, out of the wing tee goes Thacker. This time he's going to give it to Robinson around the right end, looking for the corner, and he's tripped up in the backfield. A loss of maybe 1. Maybe he got back to the original line of scrimmage, brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was a saving tackle by 48, Luke Pye, as they ran the buck sweep. Cody Cup, even though he didn't make the play, came on and took on the fullback, Green, right there in a hurry. Look at that tackle right there. Nice saving tackle by Luke Pye, because a lot of running room that time for the Rome running back again.
2nd and 10 the call. Inside 3 minutes to play here in the first half. The Wolves will bring it up to the line, out of the wing tee. This time they're going to run underneath and giving it up the middle to Jamar Watley, who's hit and dropped at the line of scrimmage, brings up 3rd and 10.
I tell you, that's a great football play by 11, John Jansen, because there was a lot of running room, but John Jansen reading his keys, and that's a lot of the wing tee for the defense is just sitting back, reading your keys, and making a play. Good job by John Jansen.
Rome has a plethora of running backs. Jamar Watley, Travis Robinson, and Reggie Watley, all combining for a total of 27 yards on 12 carries. Now, the big story has been P.J. Green, 6 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown, including 37 on 1 in particular carry. Out of the wing tee, this time under play action, and he's running for his life. The Hurricanes come after him, and rolling out of bounds at the 32-yard line, a loss of 5 on the play is Corey Thacker, and Rome's going to punt to the Canes inside 2 minutes to go. Big series right here. Cartersville gets something on the board. They get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, real big series of Cartersville, and get a Cartersville defense a lot of credit for the adjustments they've made after the initial Rome drive. As you see right there, Aki missing the tackle. There's Gilbert. There's Zori Murphy. But look at the pursuit, the hustle, and finally Todd Davis from his cornerback position comes up to make the play.
An end-over-end kick will be fielded by the Hurricanes. Morgan Alexander at the 45, at the 35 rather, reverses his field, and we've got a whistle down.
It's evidently somebody has
have an inadvertent
signaled
whistle.
a fair catch. What I'm thinking, I can't figure out what's going on.
But if you signal a fair catch and you run the ball, you get a penalty. So that didn't come out of so that can't be the call.
You're right, Scott. I'm not sure what that was about.
I think it was an
unless they
inadvertent
ruled
whistle.
that he was down. They thought he was going down.
So the Hurricanes will
He
start.
was in the grasp, and
Yeah.
they ruled him down.
Who knows?
But, we can't get fined for talking about the officials, so I'm just going to – I don't know if anybody from Rome's going to be watching this, but we got 1:43 to go, and that's all I'll say.
All right. Hurricanes with a football. They will work from their own 35. As you said, 1:43 to play here in the first half. And this time, Lyle Allen will come out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, trips to the left side of the formation. Allen drops back to pass. Now he's going to run it himself. He's got all kinds of room up the middle, but a penalty flag is out as he pushes his way to the 45-yard line. And we'll see what the penalty flag. It's way,
Yeah,
it's
you
not
know,
in the realm of holding. It's
right.
way out here in the secondary.
Initially you think holding, but this was thrown It's got 12 yards downfield, so you'd think
That's
holding or interference. Could have been interference. The ball wasn't thrown, so you'd think
and
holding.
it is. It's going to be defensive holding. That is an automatic first down.
Again, Cartersville looking for points. 1:31 left in the second half, as you can see. I tell you, other than the interception that Lyle Allen threw, making great decisions right here. Decides not to throw the football. Feels
Great
a little
block.
pressure from behind him. Better job of blocking by the backs. Making a good decision right here with the football. But I like to see him use that hook slide right here and go down. Not take that hit right there.
They took that from the end of the run.
Yeah, it goes from the end of the run holding.
So a big penalty. 15-yard gain and automatic first down, and the Hurricanes move the sticks. Allen coming out of the shotgun, drops back under some pressure now. Throws to the flat, has a receiver in Tremble. He's going to turn upfield and takes a lick up at the 37-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, brings up 2nd and 6.
I tell you, each week Jeremy Trimble getting better and better catching the football. Because Coach Barden wanted him to get out of bounds so they wouldn't have to blow a timeout. But I tell you, Jeremy Trimble catching everything, getting hit, but still holding on to the football.
Well, while the Hurricanes take a timeout, we will as well here on the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. 1:13 to play here in the first half. It's Cartersville 17, Rome 7. We'll be right back after this. And welcome back. You're watching the High School Football Game of the Week. 1:13 to play here in the second quarter. This game brought to you by Chuck Clancy Automotive. If you haven't seen the new shop over there, it used to be located on Main Street there, just across from the Target Shopping Center, and I mean, one fantastic dealership. If you're looking for Chevrolets, they also have the Dodge and Jeep dealership right next door. Head on down to Chuck Clancy Automotive. Really trying to get things going here in Cartersville and brings the lowest prices in the area to Bartow County, so go see them. 3 wide receivers, 2 backs in the backfield. The Hurricanes come out of the shotgun, and this time Allen running it up the middle. He's across the 40, the 35, the 30. Allen on his feet at the 25, the 20, and he's wrestled out of bounds. Could be a late hit on the far sidelines, not called, but he goes out of bounds at the 17-yard line. A nice pickup offensively for the Canes. They go 29 yards on the carry, and the Hurricanes will move the sticks again.
Scott, and people are going to start watching film and seeing that Lyle Allen is a lot more elusive than he appears to be. He can really run the football and tough to bring down. As you stated last week, he's not a frail young man. Good-sized quarterback.
There you see it on the replay, and Allen with great speed. We saw it on the baseball diamond all year. Here he comes dropping back, throws to the flat, and just a little underthrown that time to Baker. Great route. Baker, if he doesn't have to go down to his knees.
Yeah, and they got a flag behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to get Cartersville with a hole on this play. Scott, we were talking a little earlier about number 2. As you can see, Allen getting rid of the ball, didn't get it to Baker on that play as it stands as a flag anyway. But we were talking about number 2. Jeremy Trimble. I tell you, the last couple of weeks, Jeremy Trimble has really kind of turned into the go-to man for Lyle Allen. Doing a great job of catching the ball, whether he's in traffic or alone. He doesn't drop very many passes.
So the holding call against the Canes is their first of the game, their first penalty at all in this game.
Very surprising on the road.
Rome has 2 personal fouls and a defensive holding call and an offsides. Hurricanes bring it up to the line. They're going to go 3 wide receivers. Allen out of the shotgun, and this time keeps it himself on the draw play up the middle down to the 19-yard line. A gain of 6 on first down, brings up 2nd and long, and the Canes will stop the clock with 49 seconds to play here in the first half. And we'll take a break as well on the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. We'll be right back after this. And welcome back. You're watching the High School Football Game of the Week from Barron Stadium in downtown Rome tonight. And what a beautiful night for football as you see the downtown area of Rome. And just what a beautiful place to watch football. And we're over on the visitor side tonight, and you know, usually you wouldn't like this view, but I think it's beautiful here. You're looking out over the river, downtown. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better night.
It is a nice view now. Barron Stadium still just a nice play, incredible place to play in. Nice crowd here, as you can see across the way from Rome people tonight.
Out of the shotgun comes Allen, 4 wide receivers, and this time, under some pressure, he's going to roll out. Allen throws it deep, has a receiver, and it's incomplete in the end zone that time. Intended for Jeremy Tremble, and it just through his fingertips.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Lyle Allen threw a Mike Vick laser to Tremble on that play. Hit him in the hands, but that was a laser, just a gun then on that ball, too hot for Tremble to handle, but he was on target again.
I'm telling you what, if you look at Rome, they've been to the state quarterfinals 4 of the last 5 years. A lot of the reason that they have not gone through, and I don't know why the GHSA does this, you seem to play the same teams every year. I know they supposedly rotate it, but for some reason they have run into Warner Robins.
The state champion each year.
Yeah, state champion
and
every year.
And they've given the state champion the best game of anybody in the playoffs.
Right.
But they're playing them at the wrong time.
So this is a very good Rome team. Out of the shotgun comes Lyle Allen. He drops back to pass, throws it over the middle, has Clyburn in front, and he gets loose outside. Rolling down to the 10-yard line, still on his feet, and he's going to be wrestled out of bounds at the 9.
And the Hurricanes on that play.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, number 32, Donovan
Tate, rather.
And that was a great run by Tate on that play. Just missing a touchdown. I don't know if the linebacker grabbed him by the back of the jersey or what he had a hold of on Tate. I thought it might have been his belt. No, it was the jersey. But that jersey slowed him down.
So Donovan Tate with a great run. I've done that twice this year, confused the two of them in the field.
Well, they are tall.
Yeah, they both are tall, and they both look good in the pads. So now the Canes will come in to attempt a field goal. This one will be from 26 yards out. The kick is up and on the way, and no good. Went wide right. And with 25 seconds to play here in the first half, the Wolves will take over at their own 20-yard line. And we'll take a quick break and come back. Right after this, you're watching the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. And welcome back. 25 seconds to play here in the first half, and Rome will take a knee on this one and head to the locker room. Again, 20 seconds to play here in the half. The clock will wind down. Rome will not run another play this half. And again, Cartersville going to get the football to start the third quarter. So you are watching one fantastic football game. Since we are on the visitor side tonight, this occasionally happens. The United Community Bank halftime show will be a view of last week's halftime show at Weinman Stadium. We apologize, but that's just the way the thing works out. And again, we will show you the United Community Bank halftime show where you will see the pride of the city of Cartersville, the Hurricane Marching Band, but it will, of course, be last week against Buford. Again, you're watching the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. We'll be right back after this. And welcome back. You're watching the high school football game of the week. I'm Scott Singer along with Donald Rucker as we're here at Barron Stadium in Rome for what is Game 3 of the 2006 Chuck Clancy Automotive High School football season. Cartersville up here taking on the Wolves of Rome at Barron Stadium. And Coach, a great first half. Cartersville coming out. We'll recap the scoring quickly. P.J. Green scores on a 37-yard touchdown run to give Rome a 7-0 lead with the point after. They go 86 yards in 12 plays, eating up 5 minutes and 45 seconds. That was the opening drive of the game. After that, Cartersville comes back, gets a turnover, scores on a 27-yard field goal by Trent Dittmer. Then it was Lyle Allen to Jeremy Tremble from 37 yards away as he threads the needle. What was probably one of the most beautiful passes we've seen all year. That gave Cartersville a 10-7 lead with Dittmer's extra point. Then Lyle Allen connects again with Jeremy Tremble, this time from 20 yards out, and the Hurricanes made it 16-7. Then Trent Dittmer would come in to add the extra point, and the Hurricanes now lead it 17-7 at the half, and they get the football to start half number 2.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough going, Scott. I think the second half, you know, Rome's going to come back out. They're going to try to, make a run here at Cartersville. So this defense for Cartersville needs to continue to step up and play well. Really impressed with the way the Cartersville defense played at the first half. Other than the initial drive, they made the adjustments that they needed to make to stop the Rome offense. But like you said, again, you can't say enough about the Cartersville offense. They can put points on the board in a hurry when they get it going. And you saw the fourth quarter against Buford, what happens when Lyle Allen gets it going, starts throwing the ball around the football field. A lot of things can happen.
We have some other scores around the area. Adairsville trailing Model right now in the second quarter, 13-7. Also in the area, Cass doing very well, leading 34-14 at the half. That kick high over the middle, and the Canes will pick it up at the 10 and running through across to the 21-yard line that time for the purple and gold was number 23, Ty Davis, and the Hurricanes will start there on their first possession here in the second half.
Yeah, that was almost just a catastrophe for Cartersville. You saw the defensive back for Cartersville, 23, Ty Davis, getting probably his first run of the year. Normally you don't see a DB back there that doesn't have a lot of experience on the offensive side, but Ty Davis now in at tailback. So, maybe he's seen a whole lot more work than what we think in the week.
3 wide receivers to the right side of the formation. They give it to Ty Davis around the right end, and he's going to get hit and dropped at just short of the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd and long.
Big defensive end for Rome, Timon Hudson, reaching and just pulling Ty Davis down on that play. Again, Cartersville has run the sweep, but there's always been one guy that has gone unblocked. Hudson unblocked on that play, making the play. And I don't know if he's related to the Hudson that I remember when I was in high school, but he was a man in the middle for East Rome High School.
2nd and 13, the call. Lyle Allen will come out of the shotgun. Now chance. 3 wide receivers split wide to the left side of the formation, 1 to the right, 1 back in the backfield, and Allen drops back to pass, has some time, looks over the middle of the defense, and now turns it upfield, and he'll run out to the 28-yard line. A gain of 8 on that play, brings up 3rd and about 5.
Lyle needed just a little more time on that play. As he was sitting, he was waiting for number 5, Timmy Baker, to clear across the middle. Kind of ran out of time there, pulling the ball down. Lyle doing a good job of picking up about 8-9 yards on that play. Cartersville now has a manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 4 for first down.
So the Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. Again, they're going to go twins to the left side of the formation. That's Tremble and Baker. 2 to the right as well. Allen drops back, throws to the backside. Has a receiver in Clyburn. He's across the 35, and he's got the first down and a yard more, or a couple yards more, and the Hurricanes will move the sticks.
Nice job again by RB, catching the football and getting the first down. Of course, with that 6'5", 6'6" frame, it was tough for RB to get down low and absorb the hit at the end of that play, but nice job of catching and running, and just great to see RB Clyburn come on. After just 1 year of football, this being his second full season, really made just a tremendous amount of improvement.
1st and 10 the call. The Canes will work from their own 36, and they run right up the middle. Alexander loose across the 45 out to the 49-yard line, and the Hurricanes pick up 13 yards on first down, and they'll move the sticks again.
Yeah, very close to breaking it again for Morgan Alexander for a touchdown. Also close to not getting that handoff from Lyle Allen. That ball was on the hip for the first couple of steps, but as you can see right there on the replay, that ball was on his hip. Good job again by Alexander Cartersville so close to breaking runs, but again, a lot of speed on the Rome defense, and it's tough to get big plays against them in the running game.
Exactly 10 minutes to play here in the third quarter, and we've got an official timeout on the field. And we'll take a break as well. 10 minutes to go. It's Cartersville 17, Rome 7. It's the high school football game of the week. We'll be right back after this. And welcome back to Barron Stadium. 10 minutes to play here in the third quarter, and the Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. They're going to work from their own 49-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the purple and gold. They're going to bunch trips to the right side of the formation. Allen throws it deep, has a receiver in Clyburn. He's going to go up for the pass, and the ball is incomplete. And that time, Clyburn kind of turned into a defensive back, taking it away from the Wolves' number 7, Jamalcolm Griffin.
Yeah, and really RB had a step on the DB. If Lyle could have gotten that ball out just a couple more steps to RB Clyburn, as you see on the replay, good job by RB of breaking it up. I know what you think when you're a quarterback. When you got a guy 6'5", 6'6", you just want to give him a chance and get it up. But he actually had a step on the DB, and had he gotten it on the outside shoulder of RB Clyburn, could have caught that football.
RB with great hands, and that all comes back to basketball. And a tremendous basketball player, and of course, he's got the height as well. 4 wides, 2 to each side, and this time Allen drops back to pass, has a little bit of time, and now he's going to roll out. Has some time, and now he's going to throw this one deep. He's got a receiver back there and just out of the reach of Morgan Alexander, but we got a penalty flag.
Yeah, we got a flag, I'm telling you, and there was no one open either on that play. Good job of coverage by the Rome secondary, but Lyle really had nobody open.
It's in the realm of holding. We'll see what the call is. Can we
Looks
pass
like this
interference?
one may go against Rome. Yeah, it is.
Since we're on the visitor side tonight, we don't have a microphone on the referee because he'd be facing the other way. So I guess it's defensive holding the call, and the Hurricanes will move the sticks.
Again, the Cartersville offense getting a break. Rome having a difficult time of covering these wideouts, so one way to slow them down is reach out and grab one.
The Hurricanes with 9:38 to go. They give it to Morgan. Tries to get loose, and he's going to get hit and dropped for no gain. And might have lost a couple on the play.
Yeah, the timing was really thrown off in that play. Lyle Allen in shotgun formation. Got a high snap. Made it tough for him to get the handoff to Morgan Alexander. Did a good job just to get him the football. The last couple of weeks, the snaps were a little low. Snaps have been great first half, but of course now they're starting to get a little high, and that threw that running play off. Morgan lost 2 yards on that play, be 2nd down, and 12 for Cartersville 1st down. 9:03 to go in the third quarter. Cartersville 17, Rome 7. We're just underway here in the third quarter at Barron Stadium, Rome, Georgia.
We've said it before, what a great place for high school football and a great night to watch this game. A lot of fans here, and the Hurricanes will come out 5 wide receivers this time, nobody in the backfield. They're going to drop back to pass. Allen running for his life, steps inside. He's across the 40, and he's going to roll out of bounds right there. And the clock will continue to run. Maybe might have gained a yard. We'll see where they spot him. It looks like he might have lost yardage after the initial gain there. Might have lost the football out of bounds. Might have got a yard, I guess, on the play would be the final outcome there.
Yeah, Cartersville went to the empty set. That means there are no backs in the backfield. 3 wide outs to one side, 2 to the other. And one way you defeat that is you put pressure on the quarterback because you don't have enough guys to block should they decide to have an all-out rush. And Lyle really never had a chance on that play. Defensive end coming hard.
They came
Hudson
with their ears
from Rome.
pinned on that one.
Oh, yeah.
So out of the shotgun, 1 back in the backfield. 4 wide receivers. Allen in trouble, rolls out, throws it deep. Has a receiver, and ball in the air and incomplete. That time intended for Timmy Baker down the far sideline.
And Travis Robinson, number 4 for Rome, got a hand up to deflect that ball and prevent that ball from being caught.
An illegal man downfield for the Canes, and that'll be.
Well, you know, they may decline because it's going to be 4th down. 4th and 11 for 1st down, and Rome is going to decline that penalty.
So the Hurricanes will be forced to punt with 8 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Rome will send Robinson back deep to receive this as Travis Robinson stands just inside his own 10-yard line. Zori Murphy coming off the field for the Canes. They will now run the game clock at 8:01, or run the field clock. Snap is down. The kick is a high end-over-end kick, and Robinson will field it at the 10. He gets by the first would-be tackler and crosses the 20 out to the 21-yard line, and that's where Rome will take over 1st and 10 with 7:51 to play.
Yeah, Trent Dittmer tried to pooch that ball up in there and did a good job. Kicked it to Robinson at the 10. Robinson, you got to give him credit, picked up 11 yards on the return, getting Rome out of the hole, but good job of running the ball by Robinson. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Rome at the Rome 21-yard line. 7:51 to go here in the third quarter. Cartersville 17 and Rome 7.
So Rome coming out of the wing tee, and this time they're going to hand off right up the middle. The ball carrier that time was P.J. Green, and he gets nowhere on 1st down. Brings up 2nd and long.
35, Trey Ball making the tackle on P.J. Green on the belly play. Nice job by Trey Ball on that play. Was not fooled at all. As you can see on the replay, there's Green coming underneath. Good job also by Aki trying to squeeze that hole down instead of Ball. I'm sorry, that was 44. Zori Murphy making the tackle for about a yard gain for P.J. Green.
So Rome will come out of the wing tee again. This time they hand off on the speed sweep around the right end. Looking for the corner is Watley, and he's still on his feet at the 35, pushing his way across the 40 down to the 42-yard line, and a nice run that time by Watley, just slashing through the Cartersville defense. He'll pick up 21 on the carry, and the Wolves will move the sticks.
And Watley, not very big, maybe 140, 45 pounds, a 9th grader for Rome. You can see Watley running very hard, but this kid's got great speed. Cartersville not doing a very good job of tackling on that play, but give the freshman credit for running hard on that play.
So Rome will bring it up to the line. They're going to send Watley in motion, and this time they hand off to Green right up the middle, who's hit and dropped right at the line of scrimmage, and really masking him defensively is Zori Murphy, and you're putting a very good defensive lineman in there to watch the fullback, and he comes away with the tackle. The clock continues to run under 7 minutes to go.
Another great job by Zori Murphy on the belly play, making the tackle on Watley for a yard gain. Again, Zori Murphy having a good football game, starting to look like his old self again here in Game 3 against Rome.
Cartersville leading at 17-7 on the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. Out of the wing tee comes the Wolves, and this time they're going to hand off to Watley, who's trying to get to the corner. He steps inside and is going to be knocked down just shy of the midfield stripe. A gain of 5 on 2nd down. Brings up 3rd and about 4.5.
Again, Watley doing a good job of running the football. Cody Cupp came up to force it inside, but Watley very smart, gave a move inside and dipped to the outside. Very herky-jerky runner, but a good-looking runner for a freshman. Picking up 6 yards on the play. It'd be 3rd down and 4 for Rome 1st down, and big play for the Rome offense here.
5th play of the drive coming up right now. We're inside 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Rome brings it up to the line. They're going to work out of the wing tee. They will split David Guilford wide to the left side of the formation. They throw to him in the flat. He's got the reception at the Cartersville 45, breaks a tackle and gets down, fumbles out of bounds. And the clock continues to run. It'll be a 1st down for the Wolves. They will get down. We'll see where they mark it. It's inside the 40. Looks like the Hurricane 37-yard line is where they're going to mark that ball. So a pickup of 14 yards on the pitch and catch.
Guilford running the stop route where he just went downfield about 6 or 7 yards and stopped. Good job by the quarterback Thacker delivering the pass. Again, Cartersville got a tackle. As you can see, the cornerback Hall missing the tackle. Nice job of hustling by the linebacker, John Jansen, to make the play. Guilford did fumble that football, but it went out of bounds.
This time they're going to hand off to Watley around the right end, looking for the corner, and coming on to make the play that time for the Hurricanes defensively was Tyler Blackwell. Keeps him in bounds, and the clock continues to run. 5:23 to go here in the third quarter.
And Watley finding a lot of running room on the right side of the Rome offensive line on the bug sweep. Again, able to get outside and pick up good yardage. Picked up 8 yards on that play. Cartersville defense now needing to stiffen here With 2nd down and 2 for Rome first down. Rome at the Cartersville 29-yard line.
So the Hurricanes get back defensively. Rome coming out again, this time out of the wing tee. Watley split to the right side of the formation. They're going to send him in motion, and this time they hand off right up the middle to Green, who pushes his way inside the 25 down to about the 22-yard line. That is a gain of 7 yards on 2nd down, and they will move the sticks again.
Yeah, and a huge hole on the left side of the Rome offensive line. Green was 3 yards deep into the Cartersville defense before anybody hit him on that play. And again, this is when you got to get your linebackers more active. You got to get them running inside out, sideline to sideline. Rome starting to look like they did on the initial drive of the game where they had Cartersville a little off balance.
The Wolves bring it up to the line. They're going to work out of the wing tee, and this time they hand off underneath. The ball is loose. It's on the ground, and Cartersville says they have it, and it looks like they do. Hurricanes with the football and a huge turnover at the 4:20 mark here in the 3rd quarter, and Rome just can't convert. It looked like they would take this down and score, and Cartersville comes away with a huge turnover. And here it looked like a handoff problem, a little miscommunication underneath. The intended ball carrier that time was Jamar Watley, and he never got a hold of the ball, and it just started rolling, and we'll see who came up with it.
That was number 86, Cody Cupp, came up with the fumble. As you can see, 24 really not making a very good pocket. That's fundamentals. Doesn't make the pocket, get the turnover, and nice job by Cody Cupp of finding that football. You see 86 diving in to make that play.
Well, the Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. They will work from their own 16-yard line as Lyle Allen this time comes under center for one of the first times tonight. He's going to go with a bunch of receivers, and he hands off right up the middle, and pushing his way forward that time for the purple and gold is Brian Long, and I like to watch him slashing through the field like that down to, looks like the 24-yard line, a gain of 8 on first down. Jeremy Tremble coming up a little limp.
It looked like he might have a cramp on that play, but I'd like to see big number 21 bouncing off tackle. Brian Long, nice run. 2nd down and 2 for Cartersville first down, and this will be a nice time for Cartersville to rip off a long 8 to 10, 12 play drive and just chew up some clock right here and get a score.
The Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. 3:41 to go here in the 3rd quarter. As I said, Cartersville trying to run the football, eating a little clock. 3:35 to go here in the 3rd. You can almost hear a pin drop here at Barron Stadium. The home crowd really out of the game.
Typically not a loud crowd in Rome.
They throw quickly out to the flat to Donovan Tate. He's across the 30 out to the 32-yard line, and the Hurricanes will move the sticks. A pickup of 8 yards on the pitch and catch.
Yeah, you won't see it on television, but that was a college throw by Lyle Allen. He threw that ball before Donovan Tate ever stopped and made his break. When he turned around, the ball had already been released by Lyle Allen, but that's a big-time throw. Nice job of anticipating the break. The Rome defensive back really had no chance of reacting to that pass when the quarterback releases the ball like that.
So Allen under center, and this time he pitches it out on the wing looking for Alexander, who will try to get to the corner and will not get there. Got maybe a yard or so on the play. Brings up 2nd and long, but the clock continues to run as we go under 3 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Just inside 15 minutes in the game now. And Cartersville keeping it on the ground a little bit.
Morgan Alexander thought about turning that play up inside, decided to bounce it outside, but again, you don't get a lot of big plays running east-west against a Rome defense. Probably should have turned that run up and tried to pick up something inside. Probably could have gotten 4 or 5 yards.
Well, the Hurricanes taking their time. 2:33 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Nothing else. The Canes trying to eat a little clock. 2nd and 9 the call after the 1-yard run by Alexander. Allen drops back. Penalty flag in the backfield are on the line, and now Allen's going to run for it, and he'll get out of bounds just across the 40, and a lot of penalty flags.
Yeah, that might be a late hit on the sideline right there. Not sure what the initial flag was in the Cartersville backfield, but I think we may have a late hit on Lyle Allen out of bounds. We'll wait for the officials to sort it out. Rome is pointing towards Cartersville. And they were both against Cartersville.
Ooh.
So we got illegal procedure was the first call.
So they can have 5 yards and replay the down, or they can give him. Did he get the first down? Because that would be the question.
I think he was. I think he's marked at about the 40. So I would say they're probably going to.
It's from the spot of the foul, so it's going to be 15 from the spot of the foul, which will put the Canes back at the 20. They'd replay second down, and it'd be second and long.
Well, they're going to decline. Scott, I think he finished the run at about the 40. I kind of agree with you. It looks like it's going to be about the same for where the ball's spotted now. Legal procedure and where it would have been marked on the hole if it was 15. I think they're going to come out about the same.
So 2nd and 14 now the call. 2:16 to go, and they're going to run the game clock. 2:13 now to play, and the clock is running. Cartersville will bring it up to the line. They're going to go 4 wide receivers, trips to the left side of the formation. That's Trimble, Baker, and Donovan Tate. R.B. Clyburn split wide to the right side of the formation. Out of the shotgun comes Allen. Drops back, pump fake once, throws across the middle, has a receiver, and it's going to be picked off at the midfield stripe. Coming back the other way come the Wolves, and with his second pick of the night is Terrell Burley. And he's just playing center field back there, and he threw one into double coverage, and Burley brought it back, and now Rome's in business with 1:46 to go here in the third.
Burley was just sitting back in center field waiting for that ball, but that's what happens when you get so much pressure on your quarterback. That time Lyle was hit again before he released that ball. As you can see, pressure coming again, and pressure caused that mistake again. But again, Cartersville got to do a little better job of protecting number 14.
Terrell Burley bringing that one back, and good-looking athlete right there. Rome with tons of athletes on the far side of the field. It's a good-looking Rome team. Wolves bring it up to the line. 1:46 to play here in the third quarter. They will work out of the wing tee. This time, they're going to roll around the right end to Watley. A penalty flag is out, and that's in the realm of holding. We'll see what the call is. It looks like the Canes will accept the penalty.
Yeah, Rome's already starting to retreat on this play. If that's going to be a no-brainer, you got to take the flag on this one.
Illegal procedure. That'll move them back and bring up second and long.
Wrong the line, 5 yards, illegal procedure, 1st and 15, 24.
So the Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. Defensively, and Rome out of the wing tee. This time, they're going to hand off to Watley around the right end, looking for the corner, catches a block, and is going to be wrestled down at the 14-yard line. Nice pickup of 10 yards, brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, Watley getting to the corner so fast. Cartersville has no support on the outside. You got to really come on, and you got to take that play on in a hurry, but Watley having a lot of success on the corners with the buck sweep and speed sweep against the Cartersville defense. Of course, that's Reggie Watley, and I don't know if these two guys are brothers or not. You got 34, Jamar Watley, 24, Reggie Watley, one a freshman, and the other a sophomore.
Good-looking running backs, good-looking young running backs. Corey Thacker under center. Again, in at fullback is P.J. Green, and this time they hand it to him right up the middle, and he's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage, and the Hurricane defense is going to push him back. No gain that time. Might have got forward progress for a yard, and it'll bring up 3rd and about 4 as we're inside 30 seconds to play here, third quarter.
Yeah, if you watch P.J. Green run the belly, ran that play a lot harder in the first half, but you could see him kind of tiptoeing in the hole, really not hitting the hole that hard on that play, looking as if he's waiting to get hit. Big third down and 3 for the Cartersville defense. Rome at the Cartersville 13-yard line.
Rome brings it up to the line. They're going to work out of the wing tee. 3rd and a long 3, and this time they hand off to Watley, who slashes through, gets to the 10, and pushes his way forward. Did he get the first down? It looks like he does. Looks like he has a gain of maybe 4 on the carry, and it'll move to 6.
Watley doing a good job of finding the hole. Good tackle by the sophomore for Cartersville, number 8, Tyler Blackwell, and that's going to do it for the third quarter.
The final play of the third quarter, they'll change sides. 17-7 your score. You're watching the high school football game of the week, brought to you by Chuck Clancy Automotive. We'll take a quick break and come back right after this. And welcome back. 12 minutes to go in the game as we get ready to start the fourth quarter, and we've got our Aflac trivia question brought to you by your local Aflac dealer, Derek Strange in Cartersville. Coach, what is it?
Scott, I got one. What former, I was going to say Rome football player, but it was West Rome High School football player, was recently inducted into the Rome Hall of Fame. He was also an All-American at the University of Georgia, also an All-Pro for the Indianapolis Colts.
And we will have that answer for you in just a second.
Yeah, you didn't know that one, Singer.
I didn't.
One of the best centers in the history of pro football.
Again, for all your Aflac needs, stop in and see Derek Strange. His number on the bottom of the screen rolling throughout the game. Give him a call. Wing T formation. Corey Thacker under center. And this time, he's going to hand off around to Watley around the right end, is looking for the corner, and he gets into the end zone for 6, and Rome is on the scoreboard. It's 17-13 with 11:53 to go here in the game, and Rome finally back in this one.
And Scott, that's the best play that Rome has had the second half. It's the buck sweep to Reggie Watley, and Cartersville has yet to get enough people on the corner to slow Watley down. He's just sprinting full speed, get to the corner. As you can see, the quarterback Thacker fakes to the fullback. Well, here you got the speed sweep to Watley. Watley getting outside, and Cartersville has no one there other than the outside linebacker. The freshman showing great speed to get to the corner.
So coming in to attempt the extra point will be number 11, David Guilford. Big extra point. It cuts the lead to 3 if he makes it here. Snap is down, the kick is up and on the way, and it's good. And Rome is on the scoreboard. It's 17-14, Cartersville with the lead on the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. We'll take a quick break and come back to right after this. And welcome back. Fourth quarter of play, 17-14, and we got ourselves a ball game here at Barron Stadium. Again, you're watching the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. I'm Scott Singer along with Donald Rucker bringing you all the play-by-plays. The Hurricanes will get the football with 11:53 to play here in the contest, and we've got a war up here on the river.
And again, this is the type of football game you thought this would be, just like last week with the Rome game. Playoff type atmosphere, two great programs with a lot of tradition going at it again on Friday night.
Back deep to receive for the Hurricanes. Be their front 3, and they're not going to see it. The ball into the hands of the Hurricanes, and getting across the 30 and taking a lick that time was number 4, Casey Carter.
KC doing a lot of running, but picked up very few yards. Most of that yards was just running towards the sideline. Really want to try to get north-south and get what you can get. Good job of fielding the football, but Cartersville will start 1st and 10 at the Cartersville 30-yard line, and Cartersville really needs to get something going here on the drive and keep this Rome offense off the field.
So the Hurricanes will work from their own 30-yard line. 11:19 to go here in the contest.
Well, Scott, the clock never stopped. I didn't know if we were using a college rule or something, but it never stopped after that ball was the referee put it down. It had changed possession, but the clock never stopped.
They should reset it to 11 minutes and 40 seconds. That's what I have written
right.
down.
At least 11:40. It never stopped.
Yeah.
Of course, going back to that Aflac trivia question, who was that Rome athlete that was inducted into the Rome Hall of Fame this past summer? All-pro football player, All-American at Georgia. And I know you've been a Gator fan, probably wouldn't know this, but that was Ray Donaldson. And he was a great football player in high school, but even a better football player in college and in the NFL.
Well, that touchdown over there has electrified the Rome faithful, and they are on their feet. The band is playing, and it is a different game.
Yeah, kind of a wine and cheese crowd over there for Rome on Friday nights. They did reset the clock to 11:45.
So the Hurricanes will bring it up to the line, and this time they pitch it out to Morgan Alexander looking for the corner, and he will not get there. Reverses his field, cuts across the grain, has a block, and can he get outside? He's across the 30, the 35, the 40. Alexander at the midfield stripe, and he's wrestled out of bounds at the 45-yard line of the Wolves. And what an effort offensively. 25 yards on the carry, but we got a penalty flag on the far side of the field.
Yeah, you got a Rome player down also. Of course, Rome is pointing towards Cartersville.
I'll tell you, coming over to the side of the field right there for Rome is number 47. He's not on our roster. He better watch himself. He's running his mouth in the Cartersville huddle there.
Yeah, and they get Cartersville with a hold on this play. I don't think this is where you draw this play up, but Morgan Alexander able to pick up 25 yards, and it's all for naught. That play's going to come back.
That is a killer. That is a big-time penalty because it takes it negates a 25-yard run, and then you lose 10 yards.
Well, it kills the drive. Now you start first and 20 for first down, and that's just a killer. Actually, they're going to mark it from the spot of the foul, so first and 15 instead of first and 20, so Carter's actually catching a break. But first and 15, tough, very tough when you're starting your drive.
So Cartersville will bring it up to the line. They're going to run with a wide receiver out wide. That is R.B. Clyburn. The injured Wolf there is number 20. Again, he's not on our roster either. Must have had some number change. You got him on the other one?
I don't have him here either. I think we've got the same numbers here.
Coach Barden obviously not happy with the call there, and 11:28 to go here in the game, and he went out of bounds too, so the clock stops. They won't even reset the game clock. So,
well, Cartersville getting some favorable calls the first half, but as it starts to tighten a little the second half, you see these calls starting to go the other way now against Cartersville.
Rome lines up in that 3-4 set, and the Hurricanes run right at him, and Brian Long hit right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It brings up 2nd and 15. The clock continues to run as we go under 11:20 to play here in the contest. 17-14 your score. Cartersville holding a slight advantage in this game on the road.
Yeah, you don't want to punt this ball back to Rome and give Rome good field position. At the worst, you want to punch it out and get at least a first down. Of course, ideally, you want to get points on this drive, but at least a first down, and let's push this ball forward a little for field position.
Well, the Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. This time they come out 4 wide receivers. One back in the backfield is Donovan Tate. No tight end. Long snap count, and now Allen drops back. This time he throws it over the middle, has a receiver, and it's incomplete. That time intended for Tim Baker. And it brings up 3rd and 15, and the clock stops with 10:39 to go.
Yeah, Baker was open at the 35-yard line. That ball was just a short hop by Lyle Allen on that throw. He would have been 5 yards short of the first down, would have made it 3rd and 5, but now 3rd down and 15 for Cartersville first down, and we'll see if 14 Lyle Allen can pull a little magic out of the hat again.
The clock stops at the 10:39 mark here on the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. 4 wide receivers, and we got penalty flags on the field. I think they had 12 guys on the field.
Yep.
Yeah, 12 guys on the field. All the Cartersville fans in front of us were screaming they got 12.
Yeah, they got 12. It's tough to complete a pass against 12. And they haven't taken anybody out yet.
So that moves them up 5. Gives the Canes a little break there.
5 yards, illegal substitution. Third and 10 to 30.
So the Hurricanes bring it up to the line. Again, they'll go 4 wide receivers. Morgan Alexander and R.B. Clyburn split wide to the right side of the formation. Tremble and Baker to the left. Donovan Tate in the backfield, and Allen comes out of the shotgun. Dropping back to pass, he throws it over the middle, and again, Alexander is there. He's across the 35 and pushes his way down near the 40-yard line. He's going to be very near the first down marker.
I think they're going to spot him short. That was a nice call because Rome's going man-to-man underneath. Big play right there. Morgan has got to get across and got to get that first down on that one. Probably should have got a little more north-south on this, a little too much east-west on the run right here, but Alexander fighting hard, trying to get the first down, but he's going to be about a yard short.
So the Hurricanes will bring it up to the line to punt this one away.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, no, they're not. They're going to leave the offense in. Canes could be coming up for a freeze play. Hard snap count by Lyle Allen, trying to get the Wolves to jump off sides. Allen again up at the line, and this time they're going to run right up the middle, and Alexander pushes his way forward. He's got the first down.
Yeah, if they give him
forward progress
and
across
they will,
the 40.
it's going to be a first down.
So he's going to get the first down, and the Hurricanes are going to move the sticks.
Of course, the Rome defense has celebrated and began to sprint off the field, but Scott, that's a terrible spot. I think he got the first down, but that's not a very good spot at all. You know, I wish you could throw your red flag out and challenge the spot, because that's a terrible spot.
They're going to bring the sticks out, so what looked like an automatic first down will.
Well, he was at least another 2.5 feet further than that.
Still a first down, and the Hurricanes will move the sticks.
Yeah, and bring the Rome defense back on the field.
Big first down. It is a game of inches, and they got every inch of that one. They were stretching that chain about as hard as they could.
They were stretching that chain a little too hard to suit me.
The chain gang is usually part of the home field. They're usually not official referees. They're part of the usually fathers out there running.
Exactly.
They were pulling that as hard as they could. The Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. Clock continuing to run, under 9.5 minutes to go. And this time they're going to hand off up the middle to Alexander, who pushes his way for 3 or 4 yards out to about the 43-yard line, maybe close to the 44. And that will eat a little clock as we're going to near 9 minutes.
Morgan Alexander picking up 3 yards on the inside power play. Going to be 2nd down and 7. Just going under 9 minutes, 8:58 to go in the football game. Cartersville 17, Rome 14. Cartersville trying to keep the Rome offense off the field, driving here at the Cartersville 43-yard line.
4 wide receivers. Out of the shotgun comes Allen. He'll look over the middle of the field, has a receiver in Baker, and it's incomplete. Boy, Baker had held on to that one. It would have been a huge first down in Rome territory. And the clock stops with 8:40 to play here in the contest.
Allen trying to fit that football into a tight spot, and that was a great pass. He threw it where Timmy Baker had a chance to catch the football, and you don't see that happen very often. Timmy Baker couldn't come up with the grab, but that was a nice toss again by Allen on that play. 3rd down and 7. Again, Cartersville facing a big 3rd down here.
Well, the Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. They're going to bunch it in tight, and this time they run on play action. Allen drops back in some pressure now, throws it deep, and tries to thread the needle, and it's,
oh my God.
they say it's intercepted. Is it? Yes, it is, and Rome takes over at their own 45. And wow, if Allen had just taken the naked bootleg, he would have been able to run for a mile there, and instead Rome takes over with 8:31 to go in the game, and the momentum shifting a little bit to the Wolves side of the field.
Yeah, and I thought Donovan Tate came up with that football. That ball was intercepted, I think, by number 4, the defensive back. Scott, he just wrestled that ball.
It out of his hands.
Yeah, just wrestled it away for Donovan Tate. Actually intercepted that football with Copeland on the play. Caught it with his knees, just wrestled the ball away from Donovan Tate with his legs and got credited with an interception.
So 1st and 10 coming the other way. Back-to-back turnovers and 2 consecutive drives for the Canes, and here come the Wolves, and we got a penalty flag at the line.
I think we had movement by 72 on the offensive line for Rome. Illegal procedure on that play.
Big series coming up here for the Cartersville defense. They want to hold on to this lead.
And Scott, this could come out, it could be a game just like last week. Who has the football last at the end, A minute left in the game, you'd think we're going into overtime last week, and Rome's able to drive the length of the field. One big play was a running play by the running back, Ken Trail, for Rome, and for Buford, and Buford went on to kick a field goal and win the football game, but this could be setting up to be a similar football game.
So the Wolves will bring it up to the line. They're going to run out of the wing tee. Thacker goes under center, and this time he's going to hand off underneath. Bouncing outside is Watley, and he's trying to get to the corner, and he's going to be wrestled down just short of the 40-yard line. And he's going to lose a yard on the play, brings up 2nd and 16.
That was a play that they got the turnover. Rome starting the second half, and they ran the inside trap to Watley. Couldn't get the handoff, turned it over. Rome has had success running the bug sweep with Watley to the right side of their offense. That's a play that has kept their drives going the second half. Not sure why they got away from that.
Inside 8 minutes to play in the contest. The Wolves will bring it up to the line. They're going to work out of the wing tee. Thacker under center, and this time he drops back to pass. Pump fakes once, gets the Hurricanes in the air, now throws it deep, has a receiver back there, and coming away with the interception on the other end for the Canes is number 7, Byron Hall, and we got a penalty flag on the field. Back deep, and we'll see what the call is.
I hope he's waving it off because Byron Hall didn't do anything. I think he was trying to spot the ball. I tell you, and Byron Hall was beat on that play. You can see Thacker. That was a stop and go. The wideout was open, but Thacker did not have enough time to get the ball to the wideout. Give Byron Hall a lot of credit. Didn't quit on the play. Ran back and turned around just in time to make the adjustment on that play. Boy, I tell you, there have been some huge turnovers in this football game.
And that might have been the biggest so far as the Hurricanes take over. They stop a Rome drive, and now they get the ball and an opportunity to eat some clock. And there you see Byron Hall. And what a game he is having here defensively tonight.
I say we line up in a wishbone and let's just grind it out.
The Hurricanes will bring a late player on the field offensively. Coming off there is Daniel Gilbert coming into the huddle late. And the Hurricanes are going to call a timeout. 7:36 to go here in the contest. The Hurricanes burn their first timeout here in the second half. We'll take a quick break on the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. 17-14 your score. The Hurricanes on top of this one. We'll be right back after this. And welcome back. You're watching the High School Football Game of the Week. 7:36 to play here in the contest, and the Hurricanes will get the play from the sidelines. There you see Donovan Tate going into the game, along with Lyle Allen. And the Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. First and 10, the Canes will work from their own 25 after the turnover. Cartersville's turned it over on back-to-back drives. The last one, though, they did get some yardage and a little time off the clock. Now they'll bring it up, and the Canes run out of the wing tee for the first time tonight, and they hand off right up the middle. Brian Long bulling his way across the 30 out to the 33-yard line, a gain of 8 on first down, and that is a huge play to set the tone here with 7.5 minutes to play.
Byron Long, Brian just knocking over his own lineman, knocking over Rome defensive players, just as you stated, just bulling his way. Watch him hit the hole with authority right here. There's 79. Darius Mitchell getting knocked up in the hole. Byron Long running like a man possessed on that play. Nice run by 21. Brian Long on that play.
Second and a long two. The Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. This time they come out of a power I. And they hand off up the middle again, pushing their way forward. Brian Long, the ball carrier again, gets maybe 1.5 yards, 2 on the carry. 6:45 to go here in the game.
Of course, when you've got 6:45, 6:39 and counting here, these third downs are huge, every last one of them, because it keeps the drive going and keeps the clock moving. Cartersville with 3rd and 1. Cartersville at the Rome 34-yard line, just outside the 35, needing a yard. They need to get a yard. Yeah, they need to get at least to the 35 for the first down.
Both teams stacking it up on the line, and the Hurricanes push their way forward, and they've got the first down. Lyle Allen on the keeper, and the Hurricanes will burn a little clock right here as they're going to go. The clock will be way under 6 minutes before the Hurricanes snap the ball again as the clock stops momentarily while they reset the chains.
All right, start the clock. Let's go. 6:10 to go here in the clock. Now starting. Cartersville 1st and 10 at the Cartersville 36-yard line.
For the Canes, Coach Barden telling them take their time. With a no-huddle offense most of the time, it's kind of hard to change gears a little bit like this, but this is something they're going to have to do. They're going to bunch it up now, bring the tight end to the right side of the formation. Again out of the wing tee, and they hand off again. This time Long bowling his way up the middle, and he pushes his way across the 40 out to the 44-yard line. And the Hurricanes, who have been spread option all over the field all night long, are now bunching it in tight and hitting Rome in the mouth.
Yeah, if you're Rome, this is not something that you scouted Cartersville for. You're ready for your pass defense, and you're ready to be spread all across the field. And now Cartersville lining up, going 2 tight ends, and kind of an offset power outlook where they can go either to the right or to the left. They ran to the right following the blocking of 35 Trey Ball on that right side of Cartersville line. And, of course, on the right side, they're flipping the big man, number 75 for Cartersville, the Georgia Tech commit, Joseph Gibbert. I would say there's a good chance he's going behind Pye and Gibbert to the right.
This time they hand off right up again to Long, who pushes his way forward, and I believe he's got the first down. Right across the 47 out to about the 48-yard line. Well, naturally going to mark him down at about the 46, so he didn't quite get as far as I thought. It brings up 3rd and short.
Yeah, Brian Long could have stepped just a hair to the outside and had a little more running room, but he is a no-nonsense ball carrier. It's north-south, no fakes, no moves. Just get north-south and get him what he can get, and they're going to measure this. I think you're right, Scott. I think he's going to be just a tad short on this one.
He is about 6 inches short of the first down. So the Canes, with 4:44 to go in the contest, we'll see how good that offensive line is.
Well, you're probably going to see a quarterback sneak again right here. You got a quarterback that's 6'2", about 185, 88 pounds. Well, you figure you can get about 6 inches. If you can't get 6 inches, then we're in trouble.
So the Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. 3rd and short to call, and now the game clock starts to run. 4:39 to go as Allen goes under center, and we got all kinds of movement on the line.
But, you know, you got 59. That could go either way. You're going to give it to the offense or the defense. 59 for Rome jumped also the right defensive end. You could have easily called offsetting penalties on that play.
They're going to call it against the Canes, though.
As you can see here again. Yeah, that's Cartersville.
Cartersville move first,
yeah.
The left side of the line.
I guess I'm a little biased.
So it brings up 3rd and 6, changes the dimensions of this play, or this drive a lot right here. Now the Canes need 6 yards. And they'll bring it up to the line. The clock continues to run. I don't know why they're in such a hurry to get up the line. They got plenty of time. They could eat a lot more clock. Again, that wing T set. Allen's going to drop back under play action. Rolls out. Gets away. Allen across the 45. He's got the midfield stripe. Stays on his feet. Wrestles inside at the 40. At the 35. Allen catches a block. He's at the 25. The 20. One man to beat. And he's wrestled down at the Rogue 13-yard line. And the Hurricanes are knocking on the door.
Wow.
What a run by Lyle Allen. He's caught in the backfield at his home 35-yard line. Looks like it's going to be a sack, and he rattles off one of the biggest runs of the afternoon, or the night, rather.
And Scott, I thought the bootleg was a great call, but the defense of Rome was not fooled by that play. And Lyle Allen, again, I mean, I think you could put him at running back, quarterback, wide out, but Lyle Allen is an incredible athlete. Big play, as you can see, 17 had to play on Lyle Allen. Then look at the run, making guys miss. The cutback.
Switching the ball, and he continues to run.
Gosh, I mean, he could strike a pose for that Heisman Trophy right now. That's incredible.
So the Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. 3:45 to go here in the contest, and the Hurricanes are going to try to grind a little clock. This time they're going to hand off to Long up the middle, and we got a penalty flag on the field. We'll see what the call is. Lyle Allen now 9 carries, 124 yards on the ground. He is the game's leading rusher.
And they get Cartersville with delay of game too much time. And again, a lot of sloppiness, a lot of careless penalties here at the end for Cartersville. But
Allen's sucking a little wind right there after that run.
I tell you, he's got some Mike Vick, look like Mike Vick numbers tonight. The running and passing. What a tremendous weapon Cartersville has on the offensive side of football with 14 Allen at quarterback.
10 of 15 passing, 117 yards and 2 touchdowns. 9 carries, 124 yards. He has done it all.
Wow.
And I tell you what, our next game with Cartersville, Coach, is 2 weeks from now when the Canes go to Earl Cunningham Stadium, and you're going to see the battle of 2 great quarterbacks. Brian Long running around the left end. He pushes it for a couple, but that clock continues to run. And now Rome, I believe, will burn a timeout. And they do. So we'll take a break as well. 3:31 to go in the game. Cartersville leading at 17-14 on the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. We'll be right back after this. 3:31 to play in the contest, 17-14 your score. Cartersville with the lead and the football. And the Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. 3:31 to go here in the contest. Coming off Rome's first time out here in the second half, the Canes will bring it up to the line. They're going to shift as Brian Long moves into the I. And this time they hand off to Tate up the middle, who pushes his way to the 20-yard line. No gain on second down.
They try to run the fullback trap underneath with Donovan Tate, but defensive line of Rome would not have it on that play. Rome is not going to call a timeout. They have 2 timeouts left. 3:10 left in the football game, 17-14. Cartersville on top. Cartersville third down and about 15 for the Cartersville first down. They're on the Rome 19-yard line. Of course, if you don't make it here, of course, I guess you have to go for the field goal, but you don't want to risk one getting blocked also.
Hurricanes will bring it up to the line. Penalty flag comes out.
We're going to get Cartersville with delay game again.
Cartersville line, 5 yards. Delay of game will be 3rd and 24.
Well, now they got some time to think about what they're going to do. And they'll run the, was it 30-second clock in high school football?
I thought it was 25.
25.
Yeah,
You don't get to see it. That's the question. So it's not something you see like college football. It's always in the end zone. Pro football always in the end zones. But in high school football, even though they have end zone clocks here, not being used. This time the Hurricanes drop back, throw it over the top. They've got a receiver. It's wide open at the 5. Touchdown Hurricanes! What a play offensively! They run.
Well, I think that was the plan, to back it up to give Luke Pye enough room to run in the end zone.
Donovan Tate hooks up with him 24 yards away. Donovan Tate to Luke Pye, and the Hurricanes have knocked what would probably be the final nail in the coffin here, because that puts them up by 2 scores. And look at this. A very slow play to develop, and he just throws it over the top. Wide open is Luke Pye. Canes into the end zone for 6.
You can hear the howling call. That's the Wolves call, but it's the Cartersville fans making the call here on the Cartersville side. As the PAT is up and good by Trent Dittmer. Cartersville now up 24-14 on Rome. 2 firsts on that play. A first for Luke Pye and a first for Donovan Tate. Touchdown pass and a touchdown reception.
And we'll take a quick break and come back on the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. And welcome back. You're watching the high school football game of the week. Cartersville now with a commanding 24-14 lead, and you can't draw it up any better than this. Watch this play offensively. The Canes looked like they were almost moving a little bit, but the ball had snapped. The rest of the line just kind of being slow, and Donovan Tate quickly throws one over the top to a wide open Luke Pye, and boy, that puts Rome on the defensive. A lot of the faithful on the other side of the field filing out of the stadium right now, as Cartersville is going to celebrate a huge victory here on the road. Trent Dittmer kicks this one high, end over end. It'll be fielded at the 11-yard line by Robinson. He's at the 20, and he's going to be wrestled down right there, and the Hurricane coverage team does a nice job.
Great job, nice tackle by number 46 for Cartersville. That's the junior, Zach Harn, making the play on special teams. And the kick coverage team has been great, Scott, all year, all night. Much improved over the last couple of years. And that all starts with number 6, Trent Dittmer. Got a lot of height on that kick. Didn't get into the end zone, but a lot of height on that kick, and good job by the kick team of sprinting downfield once again and making the play. Rome, with 2:30 left in the football game, will start this drive at the Rome 21-yard line.
2 minutes and 30 seconds to play here in the contest. 4 wide receivers out of the shotgun goes Corey Thacker. He'll drop back to pass, has some time, throws it over the flat, has a receiver up at the 30-yard line, and he's going to get to the corner, and Did he get out of bounds? Yes, he did, and the clock will stop with 2:21 to go. Up at the 36-yard line, I believe. A gain of 14 from Thacker.
Yeah, and this is when you get out of your wing T defense on this play. Cartersville has got to play pass defense now. Rome will be throwing it every play. Cartersville's going to get a timeout. I think they need to make a substitution in here in the secondary.
So the Canes will take a quick break. We will as well. You're watching the high school football game of the week. We'll be right back after this. And welcome back. You're watching the high school football game of the week. 2:21 to play here in the contest. Cartersville leading it 24-14, and Rome trying to move down the field. They get a first down. They still have 2 timeouts remaining. Cartersville burns their second timeout here to make some adjustments, and Cartersville's going to get back in the prevent. Rome comes back. They're going to throw it, and they have a receiver, and it's incomplete. That time intended for number 32, Rodney Palmer, and he takes a shot.
Yeah, number 23 again for Cartersville, Ty Davis. And Ty Davis at times is just a ferocious hitter.
Actually, that is Colin Copeland, number 23. Yeah.
So that's 22 for Rome Copeland. 23, Ty Davis is notorious for rib shots. That was a good one.
We've got an injured player on the field. We'll take a look at it again.
I said Davis. That was actually Cody Cup on that play. I think that was 86, Cody Cup.
The penalty, I think, is against the Wolves. The Rome faithful filing out of Barron Stadium. They'll be happy to get into Quad A play and into their region schedule next week.
Probably a little easier than going up against the Canes. But if you're Rome, this is the type of football game you want to play before you enter region play. Just as Buford going up against Cartersville, these are the games to get you ready. Can't say enough about number 86, Cody Cup, getting an opportunity as a senior to start his first football game. And as Copeland gets up, gets a nice hand, looks like he's going to be okay. Probably got the wind knocked out of him on that play, but Cody Cup with a hard hit on Copeland on that little throw in the flats. Cartersville takes a penalty. It was illegal procedure against Rome. It'll be first down and 15 for Rome first down.
So 2:16 to play here in the contest. First and 15 to call. After the Rome player leaves the field, that is number 22, Colin Copeland, was the intended receiver. And out of the shotgun again comes Thacker. Drops back to pass, has some time. Canes in pursuit. He's going to get back up. Now he's going to throw it deep, has a receiver, and it's caught up at the.
Yeah,
they're going to say he was out of bounds.
He was way out of bounds on that play. Cartersville with a 3-man rush. They ran a twist inside, brought 21. Brian Long inside and 35. Trey Ball twist from the outside and almost sacked the quarterback with a 3-man rush, but that pass was extremely outside. Number 6, Trent Dittmer, almost picked that pass off.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've talked about it time and time again that one of the, obviously the top 5 to 10 teams in 5A are probably the best in the state. Your Camden Counties, your Parks Views, actually not this year, but Camden County probably one of the best teams in the state. They'll be nationally ranked again. I'll tell you what, you come down to AAA, that's where the talent is. You got a lot of very good programs in AAA football. Out of the shotgun again comes Thacker. Takes the option, throws to the flat now to Watley, who drops it in the backfield and catches the, almost would have done better to drop the ball. Now the clock continues to run. He falls down at the 21. They lose yardage. And why is the clock not running? Timeout must have been called.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
So there you go. They take a timeout. We will as well. 1:54 to go here in the contest. 24-14 your score. Cartersville on top of this one. We'll take a quick break and come back. You're watching the high school football game of the week. We'll be right back after this. And welcome back. You're watching the high school football game of the week. 1:54 to play in the contest. 24-14 your score. Canes on top of this one on the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. The good news for Hurricane fans, most of the Rome faithful will be out of here by the time they get to their car.
Yeah, that is good news.
But Rome is not going to quit here. Thacker drops back to pass, has a little bit of time. Now throws it over the middle, has a receiver, and that ball's incomplete. That time intended for Colin Copeland.
Yeah, I'm not sure if number 8 for Cartersville, Blackwell, saw that football. He had a chance to intercept that football. I thought he would have an easy interception. Tyler Blackwell just hanging back in center field, preventing the big play, but could have intercepted that football. And Rome has 4th down and a long way to go for the first down. They're on their 22-yard line. They have to get to the Rome 41 for a first down.
So Rome comes out of the huddle.
I said 41, make it 46. They're on the 22 and they have to get to the 46.
The Canes have just put like a line of 3 defensive backs right across that first down marker. They'll be breaking on anything. They're going to rush 3 and they'll drop 8 back in coverage. Thacker going to run for it, throws now down the middle of the field, and Copeland's going to catch it well short of the, actually it's incomplete, and that's huge because now the Canes will take over on the Rome 21-yard line, and the Hurricanes with a minute 38 can run out the clock.
Yeah, with 1 timeout left for Rome, Cartersville can run the clock out here. Take a knee a couple of times and that should get it.
The Canes will line up in the victory formation and take a knee here, and what a win this is, Coach. They came up here. This is not an easy place to play.
Scott, I was very concerned coming to Rome, particularly after the way that Cartersville handled Rome last year. You knew that Rome would be motivated and prepared to play this football game, but Cartersville coming on the road in a very tough environment and really defeating a very good Rome football team.
The thing I like about tonight is they got behind, came back. You saw it last week. They got behind in Buford, came back. This is a football team that's got a lot of fight in them, and I'm very excited about the next 7 weeks and then on after that. It is going to be a very fun fall here to watch this football team play. They've got an exciting offense, probably the most exciting offense we've seen in 11 years of doing this.
And probably not a team you're going to want to play after an open week.
Yeah. So you're going to have a lot of offense. I would play the over in the next game. Cass and Cartersville squaring it off at Earl Cunningham Stadium. That game scheduled for the 29th. And we are in for a war that night. And Cartersville will run it inside, a minute to go, and that will do it. Now I guess we got to take one more snap.
They'll have to take one more, and there you see number 14, Lyle Allen, and what a game again. Scott, each week, Lyle Allen is just doing something spectacular each week. Throwing the football better his senior year, better any time he has in his career here at Cartersville. But now he's making the athletic plays with his feet, running the football, rushing for over 100 yards, just really putting his offense on his shoulders and just really just tremendous leadership out of him.
Again, victory formation for the Canes. 25 seconds to go. There you get a look at the Rome coaching staff. They are obviously not happy. They will fall to 2-1 on the year. The Hurricanes improved to 2-1. And Cartersville gets into their region schedule, and I tell you, you couldn't ask for a better 3 games. A blowout across town rival Woodland, a tough loss against Buford in a game the Canes had an opportunity to win, and then they come up here and they handle the Wolves in their own backyard at Barron Stadium, and that doesn't often happen. The Hurricanes walk away with a 24-14 victory on the road here in Rome. In the Battle of the River up here in Barron Stadium, and what a victory it was for the Canes. And now they've got an off week, and then we're taking it on to region play, and they open it up with, and none is bigger here as they open up region play with a good Cass team that looks like they will be 3-0 coming into this game. We'll take a quick break and break it all down here from Barron Stadium. You're watching the high school football game of the week. And welcome back to Barron Stadium, and there you have the final 24-14 as the Hurricanes move to 2-1 on the young season. They start region play in 2 weeks after their bye week next Friday night. We take a look at some of the final numbers, and we'll do that by recapping the scoring. Rome got on the board first at the 6:15 mark in the opening quarter. They marched 86 yards with the opening kickoff on 12 plays, spanning 5 minutes and 54 seconds, and PJ Green goes in from 37 yards away, and just like that, Rome led this game 7-0. Things didn't look good for the purple and gold. Then the Canes come back the other way. Trent Dittmer connects from 27 yards away. That made it 7-3 at the 11:10 mark in the second quarter. Then with 8:13 to play in the first half, Lyle Allen hooks up with Jeremy Tremble as he threads the needle, escapes some pressure, and just like that, the Canes are up 10-7, their first lead of the game, and they would never relinquish it. 4:56 to go in the half. Lyle Allen hooks up with Jeremy Tremble from 20 yards away. That made it 17-7, and just like that, the purple and gold had full command of this game. Third quarter, nobody scores. Fourth quarter, Reggie Watley scores on an 8-yard touchdown run as he goes around the right end. That gave Rome new life, 17-14 at this point. Looked like Rome might have an opportunity. Cartersville takes care of a turnover, moves down the field, and then with 2:35 to play in the game, 3rd and long, the Canes have to make a decision. They go over the top on a quick little razzle-dazzle play. Donovan Tate to Luke Pye, and just like that, the Canes up 24-14, and that would be the final as the Hurricanes move to 2-1 on the season. Taking a look at some of the final numbers, your player of the game is obviously Lyle Allen, 10 of 15 passing, 117 yards and 2 scores, and also a great night on the ground. 9 carries, 124 yards, and he is the game's leading scorer. Leading rusher rather. Morgan Alexander, 9 carries, 19 yards. Brian Long, 8 carries, 41 yards, and they came when they needed them. Donovan Tate, 1 pass, 24 yards, and a touchdown. Catching the football, R.B. Clyburn, 3 catches, 36 yards. Jeremy Tremble, the big receiver tonight, 3 catches, 61 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Everyone else just had a couple catches in there as Cartersville now moves to 2-1 on the year. On the other side of the football, Corey Thacker, 4 of 11 passing for 54 yards. P.J. Green, 9 carries, 63 yards, and Reggie Watley, 6 carries, 58 yards as the Hurricanes hold both big backs under 100 yards. After last weekend, Buford running for a bunch. Good play, good night defensively for the Hurricanes against the run.
Yeah, I think the defense grew up a little tonight against a very good offensive football team in the Rome Wolves. This game answers some questions. You're a little concerned about your team after coming off a loss. How will they respond against a good football team? And I think that question was answered tonight. The defense continues to improve each week, and if they can continue to get this type of effort from the defense, you know their offense is going to be there. They're going to score points. They've got a good offense. But as the defense continues to improve, this could be a very good football team before the season's over with.
Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Again, our next game will be in the county next week as we will take you to Woodland High School to meet up with Sequoia. That should be a good game as well in region play for them as they kick off their region schedule. And again, what a great night of football here it was at Barron Stadium. We'll see the Hurricanes in 2 weeks when they travel to Earl Cunningham Stadium to open up play in Region 6 AAA. Again, you've been watching the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week. I'm Scott Singer along with Donald Rucker saying goodnight from Barron Stadium. I'd also like to thank the crew for tonight's game. Jason Woodside on one camera, Jason Woodside directing the game, Cheryl Kennedy on one camera, Dusty Taff on another, Jeff Coleman down on our field camera, and Brett Ward also helping out tonight. Thank you all for a great game. It looked fantastic tonight. Again, also I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game: Chuck Clancy Chevrolet, North Metro Technical College, Slopes Barbecue, United Community Bank, Trans Plus, Beef O'Brady's, Major Motors, the Stiles Collision Center, United States Industrial Supply, and of course Aflac Insurance and your local Aflac dealer, Derek Strange. Again, that'll do it for this broadcast. We'll see you again next Friday night when we head back to the county. You've been watching the Chuck Clancy Automotive High School Football Game of the Week.